Y'all know I'm looking crazy. Let me get myself together. Well, y'all don't know I'm looking crazy because y'all just don't know that. You better clock it. Y'all just don't know that. But this morning I am. And is. So shout out to that. Baby. I said, okay, hold on. Now I said, hold on, y'all. I gotta take a second look at this mess. For real. When it comes to these, child, Clarissa. Baby, when it comes to Clarissa and Papoose, listen, I gotta take a second look. Mm, just like a doctor's office, I'm gonna need a second look. Now, listen, y'all, I started to not come live today because, well, I was tired. You know what I'm saying? I know how the weekend do you. But I'm like, nope, let me get up, let me tug it. I'm like, no, let me get up, let me thug it, right? You said you wanted action at being a streamer. Well, here it is. Here it is. Okay, so child, I'm up. I'm up and I'm streaming, okay? So shout out to that. But girl, and girls and boys, yeah, just like we at the neighborhood center, baby. I don't know exactly what I am about to put on. So let me get myself going. Oh, I said yes, baby. Let me get myself going, okay? Just like a like a car. Mm. Mm. Oh, y'all, listen, I am not feeling my absolute best. I gotta keep it real with y'all. I do not feel that good. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all hit the like button, okay? Period. I'm gonna get back to y'all. Y'all know this is like a doctor's office. You're gonna have some patience, baby. Yes, on this channel, you're gonna have some patience. But I will say this. I will say this. Come back, okay? If you can't make the complete show, just come back, fast forward around, skip around, because, like, this gonna be a good one today. So, shout out to that. Shout out to that. Ain't nobody giving it up like Shay Renee is giving it up today. I can promise you that. Because, I was sitting around thinking about Clarissa and Remy and all of them and all of that, right? And I just started looking at it from a whole different perspective yesterday. So let's talk about that. I gotta get ready because I'm not ready. I gotta start trying to like, hey, good morning. I gotta start I'm not ready to be on camera yet. Not for you. So shout out to that. I gotta get myself together. It is what it is. I've been here a long time. Y'all know I love y'all down. But at the same time, like, no, shoot. I can't just come on camera looking old, no, any old kind of way now. Dang. You know, and I do got a lot of confidence in my look. So shout out to that. But still, y'all know, you know, it's like, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's like the people that don't wear their stuff, their pajamas to the grocery store. Like, yeah, I'm just part of that crowd. Y'all gonna have to have some patience with me. So anyway, I'm getting together. I'm getting it together though. I am getting ready. And let me tell y'all something. I do not feel that good. I don't feel that good today. So let me tell y'all something. If I'm not here that long today, it's because I don't feel good. Now let me tell y'all something. Today's outfit, baby, today's outfit is just something I just threw together, put together, because I just went to go look for me something to wear. My child was asleep. My child was asleep on the couch, child. So I just found something. It is what it is. I found something quick. Okay. I said I did it, mother quick. Like DJ. Did y'all see DJ Quick make a comment just recently? They said DJ Quick made a comment just recently where he was saying that he a live DJ than Dr. Dre. I'm like, I don't know. But I know I love somebody that got some confidence. I know that. I might not agree with what you're saying, but I'm happy that you confidently saying it. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Yeah, I hope that makes some sense. But yes, y'all, I don't feel good today, and I'm not out together. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I cannot stress that enough. Hit the like button. Period. Like look, it's like going to the movies, right? Like when you go to the movies, you can't go to the movies for free unless you work there, unless you're a criminal, you broke in. I mean, how are you getting in there for free? You can't do that. So like same thing. Like don't sit around my movie for free. You see? Yeah. Hit the like button, okay? Hitting the like button is like your form of your payment. It's your form of payment. You know what I'm saying? Popcorn, all that's on you. But like I brings the tea. You see? So you ain't gotta be thirsty. So shout out to that. Baby, shout out to you. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting it together. I'm getting it together so we can have a good show today. I know that. Period. Mm, mm. Oh, I do not feel good. Baby, I do not feel good. Like, something is going on. I feel like I got something going on. A little something, 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 something just ain't right. Like, he's twisted. So, anyway. I'm on here thugging it with y'all, but like if I just start feeling bad, I'm just gonna go. You know, it is what it is. I'm just gonna go. Tomorrow is a brand new day, and yeah. But I'm gonna stay on here with y'all as long as I feel all right. Today's a new day, and there is some sunshine. I need me another phone. I've been needing another phone. Like I just draw that conclusion. But I hate bills. I do. I absolutely hate bills. The truth of the matter is, that's the truth, child. I do. I hate bills. So like when I had wrecked my truck, let me go down memory lane. That's not funny. Baby, when I tell you I wrecked my truck, oh, I wrecked my truck. You see, I just hit another damn car. Yes, I did. I just hit another car. And I'm a damn good driver. That was my first accident. So anyway, so let me tell you, I hit a truck, right? I mean, I hit a car in my truck, my little truck I had, and so okay. Let me tell y'all. So I had a wreck, right? I had a wreck in my car, in my truck. I mean, and so it was working. It kept driving though. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that bad, if that makes sense. It looked like I just messed up my front end. You know what I mean? It looked like I just damaged my front end a little bit. Okay. So, um, so I wrecked my truck, right? And I'm like, I don't, like, I'm just still driving it and stuff because it don't look that bad. The car that I hit looked way worse than my truck, right? So I'm just driving it, you know what I'm saying? I even take a vacation, I go out of town, I'm doing my thing right, regular, degular stuff. And then one day I'm at work and it just start tripping, like, it just start tripping, you know what I'm saying? Like radiator stuff, running all that on the ground and stuff. So I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with it? You know what I'm saying? And they like, oh Lord, lady, this is from the wreck. They like, this is from the wreck, lady. Okay. So anyway, long story short, the insurance people totaled my truck. You know what I'm saying? They totaled my truck and it didn't even look like that bad to me. But they was just like, yeah, I know. You won't get to drive this again, Miss Pressa Curl. It is what it is. So anyway, long story short, I had to get my truck up. That was probably like I gotta say that was 2 years ago, coming up on three. Time is flying. But that was 2 years ago. 2 summers ago. And so like, but yeah, like at first I was sick. You know what I'm saying? At first I was real sick, but then I started looking at it like a blessing. I was like, you know what? I didn't need that bill. I didn't. I was like, you know what? That's just God. You know what I'm saying? Look at God. You know what I'm saying? I just looked at it like He was looking out for me. Cause yeah, yeah. Cause I cannot stand bills. Like until I get all the way financially stable and financially set free. Yeah, I want the less bills as possible. It is what it is. Like, shh, baby. So when God say, here you go, here's what you need, then I'm telling you, I'm just waiting. It is what it is. I'm waiting, and I'm skating, and I'm doing whatever I gotta do to survive. Cause like, hey, yeah, you see, cause your girl can't stand bills. I can't stand no goddamn bills. It is what it is. No, not. Cause one thing about bills is consistent. Okay. Yeah, okay. That money gotta be too. Shoot, that money gotta be too. Ain't nobody got time for no inconsistent money. And that's why I be like, you know what? The less bills, the better for me. Cause these people, that baby, they ain't finna keep holding their hand out on me. Shit. Listen. When it comes in life, let me tell you something, baby. In life, it's all fun and games until them bills hit. Yeah, I said them bills be hitting you in the head like rocks. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So yeah, I just be running. It is what it is. I just be running. I be like, no, no, let me go. Baby, I be like, no, let me go. You see, let me go. Let me go. Ha! Period. You see, cause like, ain't no freedom in that, baby. Ain't no freedom in that. So, yeah, child. Here I am. Here I am, baby. You see, me and my one phone. Until God say. How about that? I said I'm just gonna let him handle it. It is what it is. I'm gonna let God handle it for me. Yeah, cause like only he can. You know what I'm saying? He gonna do it way better than I can, y'all. I promise you that. So like, yeah, y'all just sit back. Y'all sit back and enjoy the ride. You see? Uh Now come on now. What is this on my head? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm finna get in a tub. I'm gonna get a tub. Now listen, I seen this viral post, right, that was going around talking about how long do you stay in the shower. Well, people said, I think this girl said 45 minutes, and some people was like, girl, no, it don't take that long. Like, I'll tell you right now, it don't take no 45 minutes to bathe and get clean. If you used to bathing and getting clean every day, it should not take you 45 minutes to hit your cracks and crevices. You see, it just is what it is. I don't care. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to all y'all who jumped in my comments this morning. That's like real MVP. You see, shout out to that. I feel like that's real MVP stuff. So shout out to y'all for that. But anyway, like it don't take no. I'm telling you right now. Every now and then I take long showers, but that's like on shave day or it just really depends. You know what I'm saying? If my body is real sore, like the shower really depends on the day. Right? But like I showered yesterday. I don't have to take no very long shower. You know what I'm saying? Because I bathe my body on a regular. And that's just how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? We all different. But yes, my showers probably go a regular everyday shower for me probably lasts anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like 5 to 10 minutes. That's all I need to wash my eggs. You see, it just is what it is. I think some people are very extra in the shower. I think, like I said, I think we're all different. I think some people have certain routines that might take a little longer. I also think some people like to stand around in a damn shower. Let's be real, okay? Yeah, some of y'all just be standing. Shit, I ain't doing nothing anyway. So shout out to that. Um, child, yeah. So yeah. Baby, little girl. I'm finna get ready. Y'all know what it is. I'm getting ready so I can come on with it. I'm finna get ready so I can come on with this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm finna come on with it. Period. I don't care what nobody say. This space, this space, this podcast space, this YouTube space, this streaming space, this content space, this social media space, baby. Hold on, I'm not done. I'm not done. This one more. It's one more. There's one more. Oh yeah, this celebrity gossip news space. It needed me. Trust me, it needed me. It did. It did. It did. It did. So shout out to that. And I'm here. Baby, when I say I'm here, baby, I came to deliver like the doctor. Okay, so shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a funky good time, but like, yeah, y'all. I started thinking like, ooh, ah, eek. I started dry heaving for Remy Ma a little bit. I sure did. I gotta keep it real with y'all. And then y'all know last week my show froze up. Y'all know last week my show froze up. Hold on. Throw in a... I can't even read my own handwriting. Hold on. Yeah, I can't even read that. That's messed up. I want to tell y'all something about Cardi B last week. Anyway, let me do what I gotta do to get back. Let me do what I gotta do to get back to y'all. Y'all chill, okay? Y'all chill. If you get bored and you feel like you can't wait around, then come back. It is what it is. Like Craig said on Friday, come back. This is gonna be one of them shows. It is what it is. You're not gonna want to miss this one. I promise you that. If y'all want to talk about Clarissa Shields, Remy, and Pat, then come back. Because that's what it is today. And I got a whole lot of other stuff to talk about. Y'all know that. So just come back. Bye. It's important to me that my soul be set free. It's important to me that I'm saved. the mountain? Who out here? Who out here? Y'all see the mountain? Good. And I'm coming around. You see me coming around it. Period. Who see the mountain? Hit the like button if you see the damn mountain. And me. Your girl. Chardonnay. Ooh. Let me tell y'all something, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. Y'all spotted the mountain? Y'all see the mountain? Yeah, well then y'all see me on it coming around that big thing. Ha! Shout out to that. Yes. And for the record, I took a shorter shower than I normally do. Yeah, you see, for y'all. Period. Because I could do that. You can do that when you bathe every motherfucking day. Period. So shout out to that. What am I looking for now? Besides y'all. You see? I said I'm just looking for y'all. I'm just looking for y'all. Oh, y'all think I want to tie this shirt up. I don't think I need to tie this shirt up, but I want to tie this shirt up because this shirt got a funny, it just got a funny way of being. So I always tie this shirt up. So anyway, let me see. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Hey. It's important to me that I'm saved. Let me tie my shirt up. It's important to me that my soul be set free. Listen, I love a good tied up little number. I sure do. But, like, I need to start getting my stuff bigger because, like, I like to tie it up. I know I like to tie it up. And it just be so little to me. It just be so little. So, anyway, there it is. A little tied up action. You know what I'm saying? Little 1, 2, 1, 2. See? I'm ready. I'm getting ready, y'all. I'm getting ready. Now, first of all, twerk. What's going on with you? And why the hell you couldn't make the reunion? Y'all see, Twerk said he ain't go. Twerk that got kicked out for the Cash Money reunion. Y'all get it together, boys. Okay, we don't like that. We don't like all that fight. Y'all acting like Master P and Mia. It's hot. Hallelujah. Baby, I'm hot. I just gotta make up my bed. Put some little deodorant on, baby. Yes. I'm coming around the mountain. Period. For the clearance. I said it's gonna be a clarity for me. Ooh, I'm hot. Let me take a break. Baby, let me take a break. Look at my belly, y'all. That's why I be saying, like, if I suck it in, look, if I suck it in, it ain't even that big of a belly. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. That's my opinion. Period. Shout out to that. And it ain't going nowhere. It ain't that big of a belly. I feel like I just need a good, what's that thing called? You know, the people that work you out. The people that say, come on, let's work out. Oh, work out. Yeah, that's all I need. That's all I need. I would say genetics. You know what I'm saying? My mama. I get it from my mama. Shout out to my mama. Because my mama ain't no bad shaped woman either. So shout out to that. Shout out to her. Ooh. But yeah, nah. Yeah, like Chelsea White said, but yeah, nah. You see, I don't be just letting it all hang out. I sure don't. I don't be just letting it all hang out. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? For whoever has something to say about my stomach last week. Y'all know I don't know. I normally address stuff, but I will. Baby, I will. What? Baby, I went to the post office. Yeah, I went to the post office last week. Mm. Damn sure did. So shout out to that. It don't what? If I feel like addressing it, I sure will. Okay? So shout out to that. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. You see, it just is what it is. Hitting the like button is like, paying your way. It is what it is. Like, don't come up in here trying to sneak up in my movie theater. It just is what it is. Like, I'm shooting a movie. Yeah. In other words, I'm streaming every day. Celebrity gossip, news, tea. I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere to get the tea. So y'all ain't got to run around and do it. You see? So, like, don't play with me. Hit my like button. That's the least you can do. Don't come over here drinking up all my stuff and, like, no nothing, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people like that. That's called being a taker. You know, you got to give back sometimes. It don't even, yeah, it costs you nothing to support. Nothing. You see? So go ahead and hit the like button. Uh, Hot. Ooh, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Not today. I can't do all that sweating today. I don't feel like that. So anyway, let me see. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I'm getting it together. Y'all see the mountain? Who sees the mountain? Hit the like button if you see the mountain. Hit the damn like button if you see the mountain. Period. You know I'm coming around it. Okay? So shout out to that. I just want my hair flat. That's it. I just want my hair flat. Ooh. Child, let me see something real quick. I need my hair flat. That's it. You see? Then I'm gonna be ready. I said, then I'm gonna be all the way ready, yeah, ready. Ooh, it just don't be enough hours in the weekend. Like the weekend should be 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Give folks we should have Monday through Thursday weekdays. That's just how I feel about it. I'm talking about the people that got, that work hourly job too, by the way. If you don't work no hourly job, then that statement ain't necessarily for you. But I think the people who work hourly jobs should have damn more time to themselves, okay? It just is what it is. They want too much of our time, okay? But in my opinion, in my honest opinion, it's because, shoot, they want you to be tired. It is what it is. They want you to be tired. Really, really tired. So what all you can do is throw something on the grill, swing your youngest child around in a circle, and before you know it, it's time to go back to work. That's how they like it. You see, that's how they like it. Being able to open up your own stuff, start your own stuff, run your own stuff, have your own employees, be an entrepreneur, get a check here, get a check there. That wasn't the plan. You see, that wasn't the plan. So you got any of that going on, congratulations, because that wasn't in the deck. You know what I'm saying? Those cards wasn't in the deck for us. That's not what we were supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we supposed to be, at work somewhere every day. You see, Miss Press Curve? Yeah, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? That's what the plan was, the original plan. So, like, yeah, shout out to everybody who, just saw it differently for themselves. It just is what it is. Like, sometimes, some people just see it differently. Go against the grain, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't going. So shout out to that, because I know I don't be going. You know what I'm saying? Like that one friend, I ain't finna do nothing, but you just invite her anyway. Period. That's me. I appreciate the invite, but baby, I ain't going. You see? I ain't finna do that. So shout out to that. But anyway, baby, we got so much to get into today. Listen, we got a lot. I said, let's take it there. Let's take it all the way there. First of all, last week I had so many topics for y'all, and my stuff was lagging and tripping. You see, my stuff was tripping. So I did get a chance to get all around to it. I don't even necessarily know what all I got into. Let me see. I don't know what I wrote down about Cardi B. It is what it is. India Love, though, I see. Okay, Shannon Sharp. Did I talk to y'all about Shannon Sharp last week? I don't know if I did or didn't. If I did, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Let me run back through this again, though. Shannon Sharp. Now, y'all know, people don't know. They don't know. So let me just keep it real with y'all. People are, what they doing? They assuming and, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, they making assumptions. Don't nobody really know how much Shannon Sharp paid that girl. They went from saying 20 million, 30, they said 33. And that's what I had reported. Hold on. Ouch. Shout out to my babies, too, who've been making my streams possible. Like, they've been showing me love. They've been like, I know you got to do what you got to do. Make sure you tell them to smash that like button, mama. So, yeah, shout out to them. I love them dearly. They go to bed a little later, so they sleeping in. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, give me a little time to be here with y'all. Uninterrupted, but ain't no telling when they gonna pull up on the scene with their ceilings missing. So it just is what it is. We definitely talking Clarissa Shields today. So yeah, hold up. Like Young Dog said, because I got other things I gotta talk about before I get there. You know what I'm saying? Like the song said, I see you when I get there. If you ever get there, I'll see you when I get there. P. I see you when you get there. If you ever get there. Yeah, shout out to that. What was I telling everybody? Yeah, we getting into some things today, though. So, like, yeah, word on the carpet, they don't know what Shannon Sharp paid this lady. Like, I just keep hearing all this stuff, and I'm like, y'all just mind y'all business. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Until y'all get some real solid proof, just mind y'all business. How about that? Yeah, that business. Like Ludacris said. Yeah, minding that man business. We listen, this one thing we know, two things for sure. I didn't get $1 million, you didn't get $1 million out of it, so. But word of the clear up is they trying to say that Shannon Sharp paid the lady $33 million, which I reported. They don't know that though. They said they think the lawyer got 13 and she got 20. Ooh, that's a lot of money. They went from that to saying somebody said 15 million last week. And then I get on here today and it's a whole different report. Now they trying to say 23. So I'm like, okay, y'all go ahead. You know what I'm saying? When y'all figure it out. I'm not finna keep doing that with y'all though. Y'all let me know when y'all figure it out. I'm not finna keep doing that. It is what it is. I hate when I take a shower and I sweat out the shower. Cause one thing about me sweating out the shower, it's just so hard for me to cool off. I don't know why my body does that. It be hard for me to cool off. Especially like if I go outside and it's hot out there. You know what I'm saying? My car, the AC in my car be working overtime, get me back right. So it is what it is. Shout out to that. Now anyway, and then LeBron James jams too. They not like us. Shout out to LeBron James. Oh, I talked about LeBron James last week. That's right. I told Tasha K and whoever else want to tell us that he cheating, that we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Let's move on, okay? I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Like, this is the thing. Some people get passes in life. You might not always understand it. And we don't have to. That's not for us to understand. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I've been saying, these people with this money and power, fortune and fame, they just live by different rules than us. You know, it is what it is. That's one. And then y'all keep hollering about without no evidence. You see? Ain't nobody trying to hear no shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Like, shut up. You see? Put the shut to the up. If none of these women ain't got no baby, then what are we doing? You know? No baby, no pictures. Y'all just gonna let these people tell y'all, oh yeah, I could have hooked up with LeBron, but I didn't. I left him at the airport waiting on me. Okay, well, good for you, Miss Pressa Curl. Now we moving on. You see, like, come on now. Last time I checked, LeBron was married. You see, yeah, he was. He's still right, Savannah. You still there? Okay, good for you. Last time I checked, he was a married man. This like, yeah. You see. That I feel like that's for his wife to investigate. You know what I'm saying? If you will. I feel like that's Savannah's job, you know? My job is to just report on the news, report on the gossip. But all of that, I don't necessarily feel the need to report on. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Because, y'all, I'm just gonna need y'all to come with some proof. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Just like at the, at the picture place when they be damn, what's that called? Whatever they do to the photos. Yeah, I'm just gonna need some proof. Okay. So shout out to that. Now we definitely talking Clarissa Shields today. Congratulations to Clarissa too. Clarissa, you did your damn thing. No surprise there. No surprise at all. We can talk boxing too. Y'all know that I'm a sports girl, so shout out to that. Can't just necessarily miss me when it comes to boxing. And I will say this. When it comes to boxing, I just feel like it's not enough women. You know? If that makes sense. It's not enough women. So therefore, if it's not enough women in the sport, then the women who are in the sport, right? The ones who take it. What's the word I'm looking for? Damn. I hate when you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like my mouth is ahead of my brain. You just got to catch up. You got to be on the same page. It is what it is. The women who take it serious, yeah, they tend to just go on and beat up everybody. You see, it just is what it is. They tend to go on and just beat up the hell everybody, you see. And that's not to take nothing from them, but that's also to keep it a bean and keep it a bug. You know, it just is what it is. I gotta keep it real with Clarissa and all the others before her and the women who gonna come behind her. It is what it is. Until y'all get in boxing for real, until y'all really be wanting to get into the sport of boxing, until y'all really feel like boxing, you know what I'm saying? Now I see why Clarissa be like trying to get the baddies to box. You see, it just is what it is. It's I'm not gonna say it's a dying sport, but for women, it's a bore. You see? Seriously, you want the truth, you're gonna have to be able to handle it over here with me, baby. Like, y'all know I'm not, you see, we not doing that. I'm not sugarcoating shit. Hold on, y'all. And I'm not sugarcoating shit. I'm gonna keep it real over here, baby. Yes, y'all want the truth, y'all got to be able to handle it over here. This Presser girl is damn good at what she do. She is. But at the same time, it's barely any others. You know, it's barely any others. So now I see why Shields be chasing Layla Ali down. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a fight up out of her. Because the truth of the matter is, I'm sure she feels like she has yet to. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm just trying to get the little back of my head together. How I want it. Hold on. Baby. We there now. It is what it is. Till my comb go. We there now. Hold on. Ooh. I got some bell bottoms on. They almost tripped me. Ooh, they almost tripped me. I thought I just had my comb in my hand. Oh, shit. Oh, I don't got time. Shit. To be losing shit. Here, there, everywhere. All over the goddamn place, you see. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Like your dog said. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. Big, y'all know that. Yeah, I just need my shit to just chill. You see, just chill while I grow it out. It is what it is. While I grow it out. What was I telling y'all? Oh yeah, we was talking Clarissa Shields. Y'all hit that like button now. Yeah, like it's hot. Clarissa, right? We talking Clarissa. Hold on, hold on. So anyway, there got my damn comb, y'all. Hold on. You see? I need me a I need me what's that thing called? Like y'all know the thing, the extension cord. I need the extension cord that got all them plugs in it. I need one of them. I know I got one. I know I had a brown one. I got a black one. I know I got a brown one, and I know I got a white one somewhere. But y'all, anyway, that's either here or there. Like I was trying to tell y'all just want to curl the back of my hair a little bit. You see that part right there? I just like that part to see it flushed for me. You see? I sure do. Last week I had this little vibe. And it looked cute. It looked real cute. I was like, oh, I look like a 90s girl. Like I'm back in the 90s. Okay? I'm annoyed that I still never really learned to bump my hair. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? They do not be trying to teach you certain stuff. Like, I didn't ask people to teach me how to bump my hair before. I feel like they just don't be wrong to teach you like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if they teach you like that, then they know you ain't coming back like that. It just is what it is. Uh, well, not necessarily me, though, because when I was into getting my hair done, I was getting my hair done all the time. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I would still be getting my hair done if times didn't change and, you know, they didn't start that deposit stuff, because I'm old school. You know, I'm old school. I just want to walk in the building and get my hair done. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing all that other stuff. So it is what it is. But like, yeah. I remember when hairstylists used to give you like little pointers, you know what I'm saying? Little pointers and little tips. I feel like they barely be wanting to do that. They barely be wanting to do that. Because one thing about it, you might not be able to do it as good as them. But you know what I'm saying? Once you learn how to do it, a little something, something, it's over. You know, I feel like even people that, even the most consistent people with getting their hair done fall back a little bit if they learn how to do some of the stuff they be paying for. It just is what it is. But like, yeah, I never really learned how to bump my hair that damn good. That's the only thing I wish. That's one skill I wish I had. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's something to know right there. Bumping your hair is a damn science. Cause other than that, you be having it looking like a mushroom. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. All my ladies feel me. All my ladies feel me, and they know what I'm talking about. So anyway, oh, it's motherfucking hot. I said it's motherfucking hot. Yeah. So anyway, like I was trying to tell y'all. Okay, as far as Clarissa goes, right? I just feel like in women boxing, it's not a lot of competition. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Shields, yeah, she gonna be calling for Layla Ali. You know what I'm saying? At least, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I would say at least maybe the rest of this year. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. I don't know. I guess her pride. Maybe she'll put her pride to the side and just, I don't know. Because I know she said she ain't heard nothing back. So she might just be like, forget it. You know what I'm saying? Forget it. I know I would. I'd be like, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like she ain't trying to do nothing. She ain't trying to get her scratch. Which would be no surprise because this is the thing. When Clarissa came in, she wanted to fight Layla Ali. And Layla Ali wasn't really feeling Clarissa, I think. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different than the Ann Wolf era. Who remembers the Ann Wolf era? First of all, shout out to Ann Wolf. You see, I don't know where Ann Wolf from. Damn, I need a new phone. It just is what it is. I'ma need a new phone. You see, because I would have do. But I don't think Ann Wolf is from Austin, Texas. I don't. I think Ann Wolf. Somebody Google where Ann Wolf from and drop it in the comments for me. Yeah, no, but she lived in Austin. It just is what it is. She lived in Austin. You know what I'm saying? And man, I'm gonna tell you like this. You see, Ann Wolf, man. I'm gonna post some pictures of Ann Wolf today. Shout out to that and shout out to her. I am. I'm gonna post some pictures of Ann Wolf. I sure am. Let me tell y'all something. Man, Ann Wolf wasn't no joke. She wasn't no joke, y'all. For real. Like when I tell y'all, this woman, for real, y'all. Like if you don't believe nothing else, believe this. Man, that woman walked around like a man. You know what I'm saying? Like in the town, Ann Wolf didn't have no problems with nobody. You see? Like, them ninjas knew not to mess with her down here. Y'all, when I tell y'all, Ann was a big swole bitch. It just did what I'm talking about. Cock, swole, strong. From this down, it looked like a boy. You see what I'm saying? Like, from this down, looked like a boy. You know what I'm saying? And was a built up. It just is what it is. That was cock diesel strong. Okay? It just is what it is. Shout out to her and shout out to that. With that being said, ever since there was an Ann Wolf, I compare women in boxing to her. And I just feel like, you see, I mean, it just is what it is. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't know if Layla Ali could have whooped Ann Wolf ass, and I don't know if Clarissa Shields could have whooped Ann Wolf ass. There, I said it. You see, it just is what it is. But the truth of the matter is, they're all older. Like, their age groups didn't allow them to meet up. Like, for instance, I looked Ann up. Ann is in her 50s. Layla is 47, but Ann is in her 50s. Ann came before Layla. Right before Ann quit fighting, I looked her up. She quit fighting at 36 years old. Right before Ann quit fighting, I think the reason why, I could be wrong, but I think the reason why Ann Wolf quit fighting is because she couldn't find no more opponents. It was just is what it is. It's almost like boxing forced her out. She was 36 when she quit. You know what I'm saying? I need to look up Layla Ali. But anyway, Ann Wolf is 24-1. 24-1. Only one person ever whooped Ann Wolf. And I seen the fight. It was a YT girl. And I want to say the YT girl was from Austin too. So shout out to her. Shout out to that. She was a correctional officer, I think. So, yeah, she be putting bitches in jail, you know what I'm saying, handling bitches in jail on the regular and then knocking her out on her spare time. You see, it just is what it is. She was a bad YT girl who ended up putting Ann Wolf on her back. But anyway, I want to say Ann Wolf came back and whooped her, defeated her. I can't remember, don't quote me. But at the end of the day, Ann Wolf was 36 years old when she retired. And right before she retired, she was begging Layla Ali for a fight. You see, she had to beg. She never got it. You know what I'm saying? And in my hearts of our hearts, Ann Wolf was too tough of a bitch. You see? That bitch was too tough for Layla Ali. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. It just is what it is. You want the truth, you're going to have to be able to handle it over here with me. You see? I feel like Ann Wolf was too tough. For Layla Ali. It just is what it is. So, to me, Layla Ali, right, her last years of boxing, she was running, if you ask me. That's just my most humble, honest opinion. She ran from Ann Wolf. She didn't want to fade that. It just is what it is. Layla Ali didn't want to look at Ann Wolf. It just is what it is. She didn't want to fade that. She didn't want to see what Ann Wolf had for her. I think Ann Wolf would have whooped her ass. You see, you want the truth, you're going to have to be able to handle it over here with me. So shout out to that. And then so Ann Wolf had her time in boxing, right? She had her time where when like what? They didn't have nothing for her. It was only one, I just told y'all, one YT lady that whooped her. Okay. Other than that, she went 24-1 with about like 16 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? I looked up her record. Or maybe 11, 16, 11, something like that. She had enough. Shout out to that. She had a damn enough, I'll tell you that. So then Ann Wolf had her time. She stopped boxing at 36 years old. Then here come Layla Ali. You know what I'm saying? Now, right before Ann Wolf quit boxing, like I said, she was begging Layla Ali for a fight that she couldn't get. And so then, no, okay, so now Ann Wolf passed the torch to Layla Ali. Okay? And then we talking women's boxing right now. So then Layla Ali dominates the sport. It's her time. You know what I'm saying? She whooping ass, taking names. It just is what it is. It's her time. Right before she got ready to retire, Clarissa Shields started calling her out. Clarissa Shields came right before Layla Ali left. Just like Layla Ali came right before Ann Wolf left. You know what I'm saying? It's an age thing. They be missing each other. When it comes to Clarissa Shields and Ali, I don't know. But if you ask me, neither one of them can whoop Ann Wolf ass. Period. So shout out to that. Yeah. You want the truth, you're going to have to be able to handle it over here with me. Clarissa, I don't think you can handle Ann Wolf, baby. If Ann Wolf would have been around when you was around, I think Ann Wolf would have put you on your pockets. You see? It just is what it is. She would have put you on that ass. Okay? I think she would have spanked you like a baby. You want the truth, you got to be able to handle it over here with me. Clarissa or Layla Ali wasn't on Ann Wolf. Okay? So shout out to that. But I will say, you know, it's just like in the sport, right? It's not enough of them. It just is what it is. It's not enough of them. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to men, you have way more competition. You got way more better men. Women, not so much. You know what I'm saying? So in women's boxing, you just get this one girl that's whooping everybody. Like, that's the way it goes. Like, that's history is just repeat itself with Shields. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to take nothing away from her. It is what it is. That's not to take nothing away from her. But at the end of the day, I be wanting more. You know what I'm saying? I just be wanting more from women's boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, the woman that's dominating, and right now in Shields, congratulations to her too. I can't take nothing from her. It is what it is. She didn't design the sport, right? She didn't pick it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she didn't choose the way it go. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But like at the end of the day though, like, man, they don't be having no real competition for her. It is what it is. It be like candy camp. You know what I'm saying? Anything she get in the ring with, it be like candy camp. You know what I'm saying? It be like an easy payday, if you will. And that's not taking nothing from her opponents, because her last opponent, I think, did damn good. She did better than Perkins. So shout out to that. Like Perkins. Girl, sit down somewhere. You see, it just is what it is. Sit down. You done lost one. But yeah, y'all seen Perkins talking about she want a rematch. I bet you do. You know what I'm saying? I bet you do, girl. But anyway, Shields ain't thinking about you. Who knows though? Go pay a better team. You see? Danielle Perkins, here, let me tell you, here's a tip. Go over there with Gervonta Davis. See if you can get over there with your Gervonta Davis, and you might. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it real. You might get Clarissa Shields' attention with that, and you just might get a rematch. So anyway, shout out to Lonnie, Laney. Her name was either Lonnie or Laney. I don't know. Laney. I gotta hear somebody say it. Daniels. You know what I'm saying? She did her thing. You know, she did the best she could. Like Clarissa said, the first few rounds, I feel like she was surviving. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But I feel like at one point she stopped being scared. And she was like, you know what? Okay, well, shit, you know, I didn't felt it. You know what I'm saying? I done felt it already. I ain't got to be scared of the lick no more because I done felt it. You know what I'm saying? So then at one point during the fight, I felt like she was eating that shit. You know what I'm saying? I felt like she started eating that shit, Clarissa. And at the end of the day, I really wanted to see her just go out on her shield. You know what I'm saying? I did. I wanted to see her just whatever. Knock me out. You know what I'm saying? Period. I want her to have that type of attitude, because when it comes to fighting Clarissa Shields, you're going to have that type of attitude. I was watching this one woman, Gabriella. Y'all know Gabriella, I want to say her name is. I don't know how you pronounce her last name. She was the only person that has ever dropped Clarissa Shields. Put Clarissa on her ass. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. She did good, you know. She did all right. I don't know. I can't explain it, you know. Uh, but like now, I be wanting to see. Oh, that's what I was finna tell you about her. Before she fought Clarissa Shields, she was saying like she just gonna be aggressive in the ring with Clarissa. You know what I'm saying? She was like, because you cannot whoop Clarissa being passive aggressive, and that I agree with. You know what I'm saying? So like this. This is the type of stuff that I feel like Lanny and some of them other girls be doing. Laney or whatever her name is, the smiling assassin, the girl that she just fought. She made me feel like she wasn't hitting Clarissa as hard as she could, hoping that she don't hit her as hard as she could. And like, that's not gonna work with Clarissa. Clarissa gonna be swinging everything she got at you. So you might as well do that shit in return. I mean, it just is what it is. If I was the girl fighting Clarissa Shields this weekend, Clarissa would have had to drop me. You see, yeah, because I would have gave a way better performance than what she did. Because the truth of the matter is, I feel like the girl was holding back. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I feel like she was holding back. I felt like she was scared to get knocked out. You know, scared to get hurt. I mean, whatever she was fearful of, it was you could see it in the ring. You know what I'm saying? She didn't turn up till like the 8th or ninth round. She started letting her guards down. She started not caring. But she still didn't just but I feel like she put on a damn good performance. You know, it was one of them fights where like I don't know. It was just one of them fights where I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to say, well, did you pinch the bitch? Yeah, she did. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. She was swinging. You know what I'm saying? She was swinging, she was landing, she was connecting. It just is what it is. But if I was in her corner, if I'm her family or something like that, I would have wanted way more from her. It just is what it is. To me, you was fighting scared a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But Clarissa was hitting her in her stomach and stuff. Clarissa was hitting her with some you see, it just is what it is. Clarissa was hitting her with some shit that looked like it hurt, you know? So anyway, though, shout out to them both, you know. But at the end of the day, listen. I peep the play, you know what I'm saying? Easily. It just is what it is. I see what's going on. In women boxing, you get one girl that's good and she be dominating. It just is what it is. And she gonna dominate until she retire. Yeah. You know, until they find, you know what I'm saying? And they just, I don't see it. You know, I just don't see it, y'all. So to me, in my most honest, humble opinion, that's why Clarissa wants to fight Layla Ali. You know what I'm saying? Because Clarissa knows that like that is a real skill fight for her. You know what I'm saying? She know that that's a real challenge for her. I don't think she's ever been challenged in that way. You know, and the same thing with Layla Ali though. To me, Layla Ali should want to squabble Clarissa Shields back then. See, she should have did it back then. Um, she should have did it back then, y'all. She should have got her scratch way back then. She was way more youthful, you know. I just don't. I don't. You know. Now, if Layla Ali want to give Clarissa a fight, you know what I'm saying, just to show her that like you not what you think you are though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I tap on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Um, then that's a different story. But she ain't gonna go in there and teach her nothing. Cause this is the thing. Right now, I don't know if I got Layla whooping Clarissa, but I definitely got her like showing her that this ain't gonna be easy. You see, cause some fights you just know this ain't gonna be no easy win. Yeah, so shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it ain't nothing wrong with Layla Ali showing her that. You know, if she wanted to. But I don't know if she could whoop Clarissa today though. I feel like the whoop that trick days was when before she quit boxing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she should have looked at Clarissa before she quit boxing. To me, that's why You know, sometimes you can avoid a fight, but sometimes should you always? You know what I'm saying? That's my only thing. That's the only thing I hate about avoiding fights, right? It's almost like a ghost. It haunts you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It haunts you a little bit. And like that's how I feel about Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields. You know what I'm saying? She gotta always hit his girl. You know what I'm saying? Like a little barbecue, like a little net at a barbecue. Clarissa is annoying to Layla Ali. Layla Ali should have looked at that. It just is what it is. But it's never too late though. She's trying to call her out right now. And ultimately I think she wants to rumble with somebody that she feels like is on the same, you know, has her skill set. You know, let me just say that. Because let me just say this too. Um, Women like Clarissa, I'm not gonna say Ann Wolf, because I don't think Ann Wolf, you know what I'm saying? I think Ann Wolf is just a pure, talented bitch. It just is what it is, you see? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to use the V word, you see. It just give me crunk. I'm just crunk. Uh, um, Clarissa them though on the other end, her and Layla Ali, I feel like they be having top of the line training. You know what I'm saying? The best training that a woman can get, and like that has something to do with things too. Like you gotta understand it. We gotta understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, Clarissa Shields training camp is way better than all of her opponents. That's a factor. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna factor into the fight. Y'all know that, right? Um, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could be as good as you could be, but like you had the training. You need the training. You know? No different than what's his name? James. Shout out to Kirkland. No different than James Kirkland. James Kirkland lacked training. You know what I'm saying? To me, he did as good as his training took him. You know? Um, and I feel like he could have went way further if he would have just got a better camp. You know what I'm saying? He needed a better camp. You know, in boxing, you need a team. That's the truth. In boxing, you need a team. You're going to need a good team. That's why I said Danielle Perkins. If Danielle Perkins found her a good trainer, then Clarissa might take her serious. You know what I'm saying? So Danielle, if you listening, girl, take some of that money and find you a camp. And I take it a step further. Right now, Gervonta Davis and Clarissa Shields ain't really feeling each other like that. They not. For whatever reason, I can't even remember. I don't even care like that. I know they be getting into it about boxing. Just who said what, this. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, long story short, Clarissa and Gervonta Davis don't get into it right now. So if I'm Danielle Perkins, Gervonta, what I need to do to come train over there with you so I can whoop this trick? You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I'm trying to whoop this trick. And I think, you know, once he done with Lamont, he might, you know, you know what I'm saying? He might do something for you. It just is what it is. He might do a little something for you. Listen, closed mouths don't get fed. So if I'm her, I'm asking. Yeah. So shout out to that. Perkins, if you really, really serious about a rematch with Clarissa Shields, then you need to get you some better training. Okay? Because I already knew that your ass wasn't finna get in there and do nothing. I was hoping that you was gonna do way more than what you did, but I already knew. You see? I already knew that, like, based off of her training, it wasn't gonna go like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't whoop Clarissa Shields with no mom and pop's training, okay? I can tell you that right now. So shout out to that. Now, so yeah, that's how I feel about it. Now, what else was I finna tell y'all? So, and we'll stopped at 36. I need to look up when Layla Ali stopped. Somebody hop in my comments and let me know how old was Layla Ali when she stopped boxing. But You know, another thing that I thought was really interesting too, though, and Wolf was 24-1. Layla Ali was 24-0. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. They both went 24. And I said, okay, well, Clarissa gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa on her way. In fact, who knows? She might stop at 24 too. You know what I'm saying? Uh Clarissa's 30. So I'm like, if she stops around the time that Ann Wolf stops, she'll be stopping in about 6 years. You know what I'm saying? It all sound about right to me. I just gotta look up when Layla Ali stopped, but Layla Ali probably stopped around the same time too. Um, yeah. So I thought that was interesting. Um, but yeah, Shields ain't got that much longer to fight. It is what it is. She got 6 years. That's a long time. You know what I'm saying? Really, she got as long as she want to go. But really, I think she's finna, you know, it's slowing down. It is what it is. Her career is slowing down. She been talking about it. She been addressing having kids. She said she having a baby next year. Oh, Lord. Shout out to her on that though. She definitely said she having a baby next year. She gonna come back. She said she wants. Clarissa says she's ready to start. She's ready to be a mother. It is what it is. She ready to be a mother. She ready to start baby making, child. Um. So yeah, you know, it's slowing down. Like Bobby V said, her career, excuse me, is slowing down. But we're going to get into some more. We're going to talk about Miss Preston Curl some more, okay, coming up. But I just want to address the boxing thing, okay? Because I am a Clarissa Shields fan. Don't get it twisted. I am. But at the end of the day, I be wanting to see her have some more challenging fights. It just is what it is. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Um, So like it's almost like how can I put it? So it's almost like Devontae, right? Like I mean, you know, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Tank gets challenged. You know what I'm saying? He don't be just having fights that's just walks in the park for him. You know? Um, So it is what it is. You know, Tank got to go up against people like Lamont Roach and, you know, the best of the best out here. Then, you know, I mean, why wouldn't we want to see that? You know what I'm saying? On the women's side as well. But the truth of the matter is, they don't have that. You know? They don't have that. Exactly. That's what I'm saying right now. They don't have enough. Uh, but then like call a thing then though. You know what I'm saying? Um, so then let's keep it real. You in there with a lot of people that aren't on your level. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in there with a lot of people that you are expected to beat. You know what I'm saying? Cool J. 26. It's just like it's not a challenge. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like it's not a challenge like that. You know? Cause you whooping everybody that they put in front of you. You know? Um and you know you whooping them for different reasons, but really you whooping them because they not on your level. It is what it is. They not on your level. They camp ain't on your level. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? But one thing I do want to say about Clarissa Shields though is Clarissa's a bad girl. You know what I'm saying? Just is what it is. Clarissa's a bad girl. Ultimately, she challenges herself. Like I seen Clarissa take MMA fights. Like I seen Clarissa take MMA fights. I don't know now another woman in boxing that did that. You know, it just is what it is. Um, but again, you know, but again, You know, I don't want to take nothing away from Clarissa, you know what I'm saying? Because she be getting there, she be winning. But from just keeping it all the way real, from a fan's perspective, it looks like candy camp. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to that. Trina McDonald said Clarissa is fearless. Yeah, I like that. Clarissa she gonna take care of her business. It is what it is. She gonna take care of her business now. You know? But like, yeah, before Clarissa leaves, I hope they find somebody that can match her skill set. Because the only person you see that can literally, really, really match her skill set is 47-year-old Layla Ali. It just is what it is. 47-year-old Layla Ali. Okay? Shadisha Green out of New Jersey is looking good. Is that right? I gotta look up. I bet you I'ma look up. Y'all know Amanda. Is her name Amanda? I don't know if her name is Amanda. The Serrano. Is her name Serrano? Y'all know she just lost that fight. The Hispanic woman that just lost the fight to the YT lady. I think she looks good. You know what I'm saying? She just real small. But the fact that she just lost this fight, I'm like, dang, she got to go back to the drawing board. She not going to get in the ring with Clarissa like that. Somebody says Clarissa will whoop Layla. Respectfully, they said too. You know, now, I mean, I feel like, yeah, a 47-year-old Layla, you know, a younger Layla, we don't know how that would have went. It just is what it is. I'll tell you one thing, though. I wouldn't want to see no Jake Paul times Mike Tyson again, but I can tell you right now, it ain't gonna be that. It ain't gonna be that, because Layla Ali still in shape. She ain't finna go in there and do what Mike Tyson did. I could tell you that right now. And I take it a step further though, JMJR. I still feel like he said she gonna whoop her ass respectfully. I still feel like it'll be a challenge for her though. I don't feel like it's gonna be no easy win. Yeah, shout out to that, Amanda. It's too small. Yes, I know. But Clarissa said if the girls want to come up to 154, she'll see you when you get there. You see? Yeah, shout out to that. She is too small for Clarissa. But I feel like ultimately, you don't think she getting ready for Clarissa? I do. Like, listen, Clarissa is the face of women's boxing. If you don't want to whoop her, then I don't know what you're doing. Layla's scary. Now, this is what Ashley said. Ashley said Layla is scary. Assignment. Ducked Ann Wolf her whole career. Oh, I said it. Didn't I say it? I told y'all. You see, I told y'all. I mean, it just is what it is. They do be doing that. I mean, but can you blame her? I'm going to post some pictures of Ann Wolf today for everybody that ain't never seen Ann Wolf. Can you blame her? Let's keep it real. I don't think Clarissa could have whooped Ann Wolf. Shit, in her day. What are we talking about? You see? Like I'll take it a step further. Somebody probably paid Ann Wolf to say, man, just get on. Yeah. Muhammad Ali probably paid Ann Wolf to say, man, just going on. You see? So my daughter can have this shit. I mean, it just is what it is. Like, women's boxing, they be having a face. If that makes sense. And, like, they don't be doing shit. Like, the woman who is the face of boxing really rarely has to face a real, you know what I'm saying? Like Ann Wolf did, though. Ann Wolf used to fight tough bitches. It just is what it is. All of that slowed up when Layla Ali came. Mondo says all the talent in lower weight classes, but she refused to go down in weight when the smaller girls can fight too. Alicia, I don't know if Alicia ready for her. Will give her war. I don't know. Alicia, like, did she win her last fight? I just don't, Alicia don't get my juices flowing, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? She don't be making me jump and scream and holler and yeah, and you see, like, she just, is she really good? Nope, Amanda is not going up to 154. Well, then she ain't gonna be able to fight Shields then. And like, what are we doing here? Like, do you, like, what? You want to be the best or not? Well, in that case, Amanda just waiting on Clarissa to leave to be the best. And Wolf is a beast. I saw some of her workout film. Man, listen. I'm telling y'all what I know. And Wolf looked like a man in real life. She was built like a boy in real life. Clarissa said if she could have survived the first 3 rounds against Ann Wolf, she could have beat her. Man, I don't really hear about Clarissa talk about Ann like that. I don't. She don't talk about Ann like that. Nah, I don't think Clarissa should go down to 147. I had to think about that. Like, I was talking about it yesterday. Them people be starving themselves. Like I feel like Clarissa's real weight is to be, you know what I'm saying? She ain't no Bumgarner is another Hannah. Oh, is that right? I gotta look. I gotta watch her some more. I gotta watch her. Did she win her last fight though? Cause she just had a fight. That Alicia girl. I gotta look her up. I know Devin Haney daddy be hyping her. You see, yeah, he be hyping her up like Flipper T said, but I ain't seen the hype. Clarissa Shields will beat Alicia Bungardner. But weight again is the problem. Well, what? She must not be 154. Cause yeah, she won. Okay. Well, shout out to her and shout out to that. It's like I seen it a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I felt bored, but I didn't watch her whole fight. But some kind of way I seen it, or I don't know. I don't know. She didn't do that good though, did she? Did she do good or was she struggling with it? I don't know. But the truth of the matter is, yeah, you got that too. You know what I'm saying? You got that. You got that too. But these girls can't be scared to, like, you know, it is what it is. Like, if the real competition, but see, that's what's confusing to me. Shields, like, she was smaller. She just started going up in weight. So, like, I mean, it is what it is. And y'all want the truth, y'all gonna have to be able to handle it over here. In women's sports, the talent is just so different from the guys. You know, it just is what it is. With the men, you got so many people to pick and choose from. Clarissa said the lowest she is going is 154. I know. I seen her say that with my own 2 eyes. And yeah, she said, come on, come see about it. And like, yeah, I'll see you when you get there. You see, the girls in boxing supposed to be trying to get there. It just is what it is. You know, I'm not mad at Clarissa because at this point she's bored. You know what I'm saying? At this point, she is getting bored. Waiting on these girls and waiting on all this damn competition. Did I watch her last fight night and day? Who? Who you talking about? Watch who last fight night and day? There's 22. Who you talking about? Yeah, nah, you want the truth, you're gonna have to be able to handle it over here with me. Clarissa been like and can't, I mean, I hate to say it, but like, man, it's like a walk in the park. You know, it's been like a walk in the park for her. And that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? I can't, like, I looking back, cause like, listen, you know, I don't know how to put it, but just like for some reason, I missed, like, I didn't get into women's boxing until now, if that makes sense. So like I know about Ann Wolf, but that's because she's from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So like Ann Wolf was a big deal in town. People would see her running, working out at the gym, you know, bullying dudes, getting into it with dudes around town. So I never like it's different with Ann Wolf, you see, and you know, me or whatnot. I paid attention to Ann because she was where I'm from. Layla Lee, I missed her whole career. I feel like I missed her whole career. I be having to go back and look at Layla Lee highlights and stuff like that because I wasn't around for that. I got involved when Clarissa came around, but still, it's still. I'm looking at it. It looks so easy to them. It is what it is. Her and Layla Lee look like they had walks in the park. I think Clarissa wants to be a mommy. Don't be surprised if she gets pregnant within 2 years. If that, she says she is. She says she having a baby next year. I'm like, okay. More of a reason why Papoose to get this divorce. I mean, it just is what it is. But at the same time, though, you know, I don't ever tell married people to leave. That's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just not my thing. I hear you out. I'm gonna tell you to do what's best for you, but like, I don't get in the midst of marriage. You see, because God is in the midst of that. Like He in the middle of that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't tell married people to leave and divorce and all of that, but like, they need to do something because it's messy. You know what I'm saying? It's messy. And I started looking at the situation from a totally different light yesterday. Excuse me. Yesterday, I actually started feeling sorry for Remy Ma a little bit. I was like, Remy Ma. Imagine how Remy Ma feels. But I'm going to talk about that, though. I just wanted to talk about boxing a little bit. But I'm definitely going to touch on that today, okay? Like Clarissa be touching on them bodies. Ooh. I'm going to touch on that. Hold on. What's up with Tank? What's up with Tank? Tank better be somewhere getting ready for this fight. That's all I can say. I ain't. Oh. That was crazy too. Y'all seen Clarissa doing the shoulder roll in that fight? I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh, Lord. Clarissa and Hook. I thought that was funny as hell. I said she done went over there with Shador and Shador and taught Clarissa how to do the shoulder roll. I said, oh, Lord, let's go, Clarissa. Let me see you use it then. It was funny. It was fun. I was here for it, though. I was here for it. I mean, it is what it is. Not everybody can do it. Clarissa was doing it, but, you know, she looked more like Shador than Mayweather. That's a special relationship. Just saying. Trina McDonald said, especially after 21 years of marriage. I know. And you wait for her release from prison. I know. Child, I started feeling sorry for Remy. I did, y'all. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna get there. Let me see. Wasn't nobody feeling sorry for Papoose? Come on, somebody. When Papoose took the Christmas picture with Easy, the black captain, with Papoose' daughter. So I don't feel bad for Remy. I understand. I get it 100%. I get it 100%. And I see that y'all want to touch on that. You see? So I'm going to go ahead and touch on it. You know, like I got a pair of gloves on. Forget it. You know? Forget it. It is what it is. I got all this other stuff that I want to talk to y'all about today. But we can get into that. It is what it is. I feel like getting into it. Let's do it. At the end of the day, though, I started feeling sorry for Remy Ma. Yeah, the truth of the matter is. At And let me tell y'all why. It's because of this, right? Remy said, first of all, Remy said she was having problems in her marriage, right? We didn't know that. We wasn't privy to that. But that's why she cheated. You know what I'm saying? No excuse. Don't get me wrong. It ain't no excuse for cheating. Period. And I stand on it. And that's just real. That's just 100% real. But let me just say this though. Remy Ma was having problems in her marriage, right? So it's not this old hunky dory, like it's not what people think it is, right? Um, I mean, hopefully we all smart enough to know that like no marriage is perfect, but still, what we thought Remy them had, they didn't have. You know what I'm saying? According to Remy Ma, it just is what it is. It was trouble in paradise. Yes, CJ, I'ma get there. Hold on, Cool J. Shout out to you for jumping in my comments with that. Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm getting at right there. Mm, mm. So shout out to that. At the end of the day, I feel like Remy Ma was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Almost like the song when Jay-Z said, I was just with them hoes. I was gonna get right back. You know what I'm saying? I think at the end of the day, she was like trying to get her lick back. And then shit just went south. You know what I'm saying? Before she knew it, she done lost her damn man. I mean, it just is what it is. I think one day she just suddenly woke up and realized, I done lost my damn man. You see? I mean, it just is what it is. For real. The truth of the matter is, I think Remy was having issues with Papoose. It just is what it is. I think Papoose has cheated. Yes, they had problems. The problems was on both sides. Somebody said Papoose could have stepped. Ashley Knuckles said Papoose could have stepped out first because that's what me. Yes, and let me tell you something. Listen, according to Remy Ma, which I believe, it just is what it is. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you if you don't, but I'm gonna tell you like this. I do. You see, because she ain't got no reason to lie. What? At this point, what's she lying for? What's she lying about? Okay. Um in my hearts of our hearts, I do think that Papoose stepped out on Remy first, right? Um and I think she forgave him. It just is what it is. And I think she was possibly looking for that in return. It just is what it is. But I definitely believe that like she didn't see this shit coming like that. It just is what it is. I don't think she knew that she was gonna lose her husband like that. You know what I'm saying? That fast. Like I think she thinks she was gonna be able to work it out with him. Or if not work it out with him, at least like be messing with him. Yeah, you see, it just is what it is. And Remy, she gonna have to clear this up. You know what I'm saying? She gonna definitely have to clear this up. But I don't care what nobody say. Uh, I don't think she was ready to let her husband go. It just is what it is. And now we finna just have to see how this plays out. But I tell you like this, if she is messing with Papoose, if she talking to Papoose, anything Papoose, Clarissa can't be mad. Clarissa can't do nothing but be mad at her damn self. You see, it's just using Clarissa for a bag. Jacob says he feels like Papoose is allegedly probably just using Clarissa. I mean, I feel like you got a lot of people who gonna feel that way. But in the beginning, I think in the beginning it probably went like that, but I also feel like he can eventually start to really like Clarissa. You know what I'm saying? As time and time goes, the more time goes by, uh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The more time goes by, I think he can start to be more and more into her. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't think Papoose was gonna be that serious with Clarissa. I think Remy Ma almost forced his hand a little bit when she came to the internet and was like, y'all, Papoose is messing with Clarissa Shields, and like she basically outed them. So I feel like Papoose just went with it. He went with it. Yeah, Clarissa fell hard and quick. For Papoose, she damn sure did. And that's the thing too. She's young. You know what I'm saying? She not young. She not a spring chicken. But she's young compared to Papoose. Papoose is 47 years old. I looked it up last night. That nigga's old. You see? He the same exact age as Layla Ali. So I feel like with that kind of age gap, I just feel like with that kind of age gap, he's willing to just like, I just feel like he can manipulate, if that makes sense. And like, yeah, she did. I saw that. The whole thing is just a mess, Jacob said. They not fully divorced yet. They not. Um, they're not. And the truth of the matter is, that's the thing. Um, I don't think they were done, if that makes sense. Like Remy Ma loved to act like she done, but I don't feel like she was done with Papoose. I don't. I feel like the Clarissa Shields thing forced her to be done with her husband because, well, I think it hurt. You know what I'm saying? I really think it hurt her. That Papoose was giving Clarissa his time like he was giving Clarissa his time. It just is what it is. Like they were they was on some teenage love. You know what I'm saying? Like Clarissa said they fell asleep over the phone. You know, um, they were really dating. They was getting to know each other. But I don't think Pap was like taking it too serious because I think Pap is still in love with his wife. It just is what it is. I'm with you. Let the divorce be the conclusion. Decency and order. Yeah. Shout out to that. Yeah. That's what it needs. I'm like, if I'm Clarissa Shields, I'ma fall back on Papoose a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But that lady is coming on strong. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I feel like that lady is coming on strong. She laying it on thick. Uh, Papoose got some decisions to make. But I feel like the fact that Clarissa is known, Clarissa got money of her own and stuff like that. I think it just makes it an easier decision for Papoose to rock with her. Um, Yeah, and the crazy part is I don't even think Papoose got to show her that much attention. I don't. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But he older. You know what I'm saying? He older. So we all know he is taking the lead. You know what I'm saying? And she said, Clarissa said that uh let me get this right. Okay, let me tell y'all. So Clarissa was saying that she ain't used to having nobody help her. You know what I'm saying? She said she used to doing everything for herself. A lot of stuff. And she said Papoose came along and he started helping. And she liked that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, girl, it's going to be more to come. Because this is the thing. Papoose is older. Papoose has been somebody's husband before. He knows exactly how to treat that lady. He opening up doors and everything. You know what I'm saying? Papoose is pulling out all the stops. He's married. He's been a husband before. Papoose know everything. Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? He know all the right things to do and say to that girl, and he doing it. It just is what it is. He doing it. Um, Clarissa ex-boyfriend did not get this much clout, and I know he annoyed. Child, I know he annoyed. Carissa's all over the place. She was just engaged to someone else, and he was in the gym helping her. Ah! Well, you know, Clarissa always says that, like, Clarissa be saying that people was trying to talk to her. I don't know if I be believing her with that. I don't. Now, I do believe that somebody was trying to talk to her. I do. Now, that I do believe. But I don't believe like it was no big names like that. You know what I'm saying? Because she love to be like, celebrities try to talk to me all the time. I never wanted to date another celebrity. Like, I don't believe that. She say football player, all of that. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I believe somebody was trying to talk to her for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. But not no big names. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, and then somebody was like, so why Papoose then? And she was like, we just clicked and we met and we was talking. And like, no, I feel like Papoose is the biggest name that has ever tried to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like, that's what I believe in my heart of our hearts. Um, Yeah, because to me, she went with the, to me, she went with the first person who bit. You know what I'm saying? And to me, what's Kai just threw it out there. You know, he was just playing a little bit, if you ask me, Papoose. I don't think Papoose meant for this shit to go as far as it did. You know what I'm saying? I take it a step further. I think literally sometimes this is how it look. I could be wrong. But sometimes Papoose be even looking at a place with Clarissa. He look like he can't even believe that it's not Remy Ma he out there with, for real. He helped me write raps. Somebody said Papoose is a helper. He be helping. He helped write raps for Remy. Now he helping in the gym. He works. He works it, like you said. Yeah. Off the rip. I mean, Remy said he likes to be taken care of. You know? It just is what it is. And it's showing. It's starting to show. Miss Pressica. You know, shoot. But this is the thing. I think that when you tell a person what your issue is with them, then ultimately you kind of make them better for the next person, if that makes sense. uh the dude was on her Instagram page before it was deleted. I know. I forgot who Clarissa Shields ex dude looked like somebody to me. I forgot who he looked like, but he definitely he got a look alike. Um, but yeah, I will say this though. Um, I was looking at Clarissa before she got with Papoose and looking at her now. I like how he has softened her up. You know what I'm saying? I do. I like how he has softened her up. And the truth of the matter is, man, they need to, what's got them just need to let it go for real. You know what I'm saying? Because it's weird. If he gonna be walking around like she is walking around with a married man, and it's just weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, it makes it extremely hard for me to root for them. It just is what it is. Um, you know? You know what I'm saying? It just makes it extremely hard for me to root for them. And it's crazy too because it's so like confusing. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I seen a clip where Clarissa walked out there with Rick Ross. It was cute. She was jamming. She went up to the ring. And then it was like, oh, she was like almost like, oh shit, let me give Papoose a kiss. So she got back down and she gave him a kiss. See, I like that. But then it's hard for me to literally like that when this is a married person. This is gonna sound crazy, but it wouldn't surprise me if Papoose and Remy got back together. Wow. It wouldn't surprise me either. But I think that sometimes you can do too much. I think Papoose is doing too much by being out here, there, everywhere with Clarissa. That might, you know what I'm saying? Somebody said I definitely wouldn't be surprised Is he being manipulative, or maybe he's just a good man who got fucked over, effed over in a marriage? Because as much as he held the cheater down while she was in prison, I don't see it. Um, well, this is the thing. I don't think Papoose was faithful the whole time Remy was in jail. I don't. I think that that was a story that was told. Cause I ain't even. I was finna say that he told that she allowed him to tell, but I ain't never even heard that fly off of Papoose's mouth. I feel like the internet ran with that. Like somebody put that story out there and they just never whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think they let people say and think whatever. I don't think that man was faithful while that lady was in jail. Let's keep it a real. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a buck. Okay? I don't. Now, I think he might even have some type of pass, you see, why she was in jail. Just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Now, especially if they ain't had no conjugal visits. Now, if they had conjugal visits, that's the difference. But I don't think they did. Exactly. You see? Exactly. So anyway, and then I think, while he was out, he wasn't faithful either. I believe Remy when she said he was stepping out on her. I do. I believe that. I also believe Remy Ma ain't got no reason to lie about that. Like that's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? That's embarrassing. Even though it's embarrassing to say I cheated on my husband and I broke up our marriage, it's also embarrassing to say this man was unfaithful to me. So that's why I broke up on our marriage. That's why I cheated on my husband. You know what I'm saying? I was just giving him a dose of his own medicine. I believe he was cheating like Remy would have blasted all of his cheating with evidence. I don't believe that. Remy Ma don't seem like that type of person. Papoose either. Do you not realize how long Papoose sat in the house, not telling us nothing about their marriage? You do realize that, right? Papoose was up. Papoose was trying to wait on Remy to come back. He didn't want to tell us that. He didn't want to tell us about Easy, knocking him out, none of that. He was trying to he wanted his marriage still. Their child is going to be the main reason, but it's going to be a lot of trust issues between the two after a whole Clarissa fiasco. And this is another thing, too, though. I think Remy got tired of being like the breadwinner, too. That's another thing, too. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing, too. To me, the way she talk about Papoose, like it was money too. That was a problem in their relationship. Not just him texting other bitches, like Black China say. I also think it was money. I think Remy got tired of Papoose not having any money. You know what I'm saying? Um, Yeah, cause just like for instance, just like she said, she feel like Papoose is gonna run circles around Clarissa. Okay, that's what Remy said. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like, come on now, when you leave a relationship, you feel like you leaving the person and all they flaws. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm smart enough to get it real quick, like, real quick. Like, I'm a quick whippersnapper. Remember, I was saying that, like, I see you begging him to take you places and buy you flowers and stuff like that. Papoose don't spend money on women. Papoose thinks he's the prize. He likes to be taken care of. You gonna see? You know what I'm saying? You finna see him run circles all around you. And like, so with that being said, I feel like I picked up on what Remy was dropping down. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. My common sense told me, shoot, she tired of taking care of Papoose. She feel like any woman that gets Papoose is gonna be like, how can I put it? Like basically, forking over the bill for the most part. Um, and that he also, and then he probably gonna cheat. too. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to deal with that too. Like, that's what I got from what Remy Ma said. It just is what it is. So like, yeah, I feel like so whoever asked me why do I think he's manipulating Clarissa, it's not necessarily that he's manipulating her, but he could be. You know, he could be. Um, because if you over there talking about Remy Ma just lying on you, I never cheated on that woman, I never, ever, ever cheated on that woman, and you really did, then that's kind of like being manipulative. Um, right? I mean, am I right? Right or wrong? You know, because right now, Papoose has this. He had, okay, he had when he was with Remy Ma, he had this squeaky clean image. You know what I'm saying? Of like being a good man, a good man. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, if Clarissa thinks she getting a damn good man, you know, but you was really like sneaking around on your wife. You know what I'm saying? Then yeah, he over there being manipulative. It just is what it is. Clarissa Shields called out Layla. Seems fake to save face. How a record label got 15 million for a boxer fight? Has Clarissa ever made 15 million in a fight? Jacob, that's an interesting take, because I was thinking the same thing. I thought that the women boxers don't even make that much money. I did. And I take it a step further. I didn't even think Clarissa had that much money. I didn't. Which led me to believe that I don't think Remy Ma has that much money. It just is what it is, because like, I've been paying attention. And ever since this has been going on, I be listening to Clarissa. Clarissa be acting like she got money. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And it makes me wonder, like, okay, so Clarissa is in a better place financially than Remy Ma? That's interesting. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting. But I'll say this though. I went and did some digging, and I went and looked around a little bit, and I will say this, like, ever since, and look, this is why I think Remy Ma addressed it too. She said something about you and them promo clothes. That's what Remy Ma said. And I think she threw that slug probably because what I said, or I don't know. But I said it looks like Clarissa has upgraded Papoose. Just to me, in my personal opinion. Like, I went back and I started looking at just Papoose over the years, right? Some of his pictures and stuff when he was with Remy. And what my research told me is Remy wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? She was taking care of Papoose. And like, it showed. It showed. You know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know, Papoose he didn't dress the best. You know what I'm saying? If I could put it like that. He just didn't dress the best when he was with Remy Ma. And I do think that, like, Remy being the breadwinner, of course, you know what I'm saying, she had more stuff than Papoose, you know. But then too, like, I feel like she just did what everybody else do in this world, right? We just do whatever our money can afford. Just seems it put together to make Clarissa look good. Oh, yeah, I agree with that. And act like she just having so much freaking money, you know? Because honestly, I think that Layla Ali was like, yeah, y'all get 15 million, 20 million together and call me. Brokies. Yeah, you see? And I felt like Clarissa was like, yeah, nah, we'll get that together. What is you saying? Like, you know? But like, do they really got it? You know what I'm saying? But I do think Clarissa is trying to get more money in her fights too. You know what I'm saying? Because I do feel like, you know, she probably underpaid. I mean, it just is what it is. Women tend to be underpaid. You know what I'm saying? But like, Yeah, that's manipulative. If you're not sitting down your new girl and just keeping it real and being like, yeah, you know what, I did step out. You know what I'm saying? I did. I stepped out because of XYZ. It wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever, however you got to put it together, but keep it real. You see what I'm saying? Keep it real. But if he just like, I never cheated on her, and she the one did all the cheating, then yeah, that's kind of like being manipulative. Because at this point, you present yourself like something that you're not. Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, because who drives up to 400,000 up in a 400,000 Rolls Royce Cullinan every day? Papoose is styling and profiling now for real. Yeah, you see. And what's the guy that love to say? I don't know. She be saying Pap got his own money and stuff like that. Pap found the promiscuous ex first. What do you mean by that? You think he was? You think? Listen, at the end of the day, I don't think Remy Ma cheated on Papoose just because he was broke. I don't. My common sense tells me that Papoose really probably cheated, just like Remy Ma said he did. And then I felt like she stepped out on Papoose. You know what I'm saying? That's what my common sense tells me. My common sense tells me he might stay with Clarissa. He hit the jackpot. This is 401k, growing wisdom. You know, I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real. Like, I listen. I think Pap is in a hard place between, like, he don't know what to do, right? I really feel like he don't know what to do because at the end of the day, though, like, they are still a new couple, right? They are still a new couple. So I don't know what Papoose feels comfortable asking that girl for. You think he feels comfortable asking her for money just yet? I think Papoose is still in the stage where he wants to show her that, like, I'm a man. I got this to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody said Remy Ma added him first, and then Papoose spoke on it. But what did Papoose say? Did he ever admit to cheating? Because I didn't hear that. Now, whoever said that he might stay with Clarissa because he hit the jackpot, that might got some truth to it. It is what it is. Like, he's used to being with one rich woman, right, with a little money to take care of him. Like, come on now, why wouldn't he get with another? Especially because Clarissa ain't got no children. You know what I'm saying? Papoose could just, one thing about it, he could just, you know how the boys in the hood get with the girls. They got something going for herself. He ain't necessarily got going for something for himself. He might got something going for himself, but it's not the same thing as the girl. You know what I'm saying? So he take her to work every day. Y'all know the Jody, the baby boys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Papoose could do that right now. Whatever Clarissa drive, he could be riding around in her shit right now. The truth of the matter is, I think the distance is what's keeping them from, it just is what it is. Cause like everything, he got access to everything. Y'all know how it go. The last thing a woman is gonna give the man access to is her money. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like Clarissa is just there yet. I don't feel like she's just there yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like she's trying to be smart and trying to see if this man gonna go back to his wife or not. Because at the end of the day, he could go back to Remy. But I don't think, this is the thing, I don't think Remy is gonna accept Papoose back because you've been all out in the public. I've been hiding this man. They don't go nowhere. Somebody said that's all the battle rap leagues was talking about back in 2019 between Remy and Pap. it's only talked about further because Clarissa trying to fight Remy Ma. I know Clarissa be wanting to knock Remy Ma head back. I know she do. And when she be fighting them girls in the ring, she probably be seeing Remy like a motherfucker. I'm just saying like a motherfucker. I do believe that. He don't want her no more. I don't know. I don't know. I will say this though. He might not want her no more, but he still love her. He definitely somewhere in love with her though. He healing with Clarissa though. You see? Um and I'll take it a step further. Who is this? Vincent. I bet you she could still sleep with him. I bet you she could still sleep with him. So how he ain't in love with Clarissa. If his wife could still get him to lay down, he ain't in love like that. The girl who got a whole tattoo, she is 10 toes in. She damn sure is. Hope he don't go back. Willie Howard said he hope Papoose don't go back. So shout out to that. You feel like he done freed himself? That's his baby mother. What you saying about that, Gladden? How you say that? Khalil. What you saying about that, Khalil? But that's what baby mamas do. That's what baby daddies do. That's his wife, by the way. That's his wife. She's seeing Remy in that ring. Yeah, she definitely seeing Remy in that ring and on that punching bag. You see? Nah, she can't. Who? She can't what? He got away from her. Yeah, I mean, I believe that. Listen, I believe Papoose was in the house sick. You see? I believe Papoose was somewhat sick when Clarissa got with him. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I can't explain it, but like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if nothing else, she got a good friend in Papoose, if that makes sense. I feel like Papoose loves her. I feel like he might love her. In love, that's different. That's different. That's real different. Real different. I think it take a lot to be in love with somebody. It just is what it is. I don't think he's there yet. I think he's still in love with his wife. You see? Because I don't care what nobody say. To me, when I be seeing Papoose out with Clarissa, he still looks lost. You know what I'm saying? I know he still love Remy. He do. But he could be possibly done with her too, though. This is the thing, though. If he cheated first, then how mad y'all think he is at his wife for real? I'm convinced he loves Carissa's celebrity status. Her popularity in the media. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. But one thing about Papoose, though, he ain't gotta have a limelight. He know how to play. You know what I'm saying? Papoose plays a long game. Somebody in Papoose circle said he still loves Remy, regardless. That's still his wife and mother his children. Remy might feel the same, but they're both going about it the wrong way. Shoot, I feel like they could have went to counseling and all of that. You see, it's just all this public stuff. Why would he be sick? She got a bag and a fire body. Man, he's sick because he was in love with somebody. Like the money, Clarissa having money and a nice body and all of that, that don't take away the fact that he spent 20 years with another woman, Remy is washed up and done for. That's what Vincent said. Remy looks good, though. I gotta keep it real. She looks good. You know what I'm saying? She been work. You could tell, like, I don't care what nobody say, right? I really feel like Remy has, like, finally, Papoose got her motherfucking attention. You see, he couldn't get her attention at first. I laughed so hard when Cameron said that on his podcast. What'd he say? You always got a spot on. You always got a spot for baby mama. Rude exposure, I think that's cool that you believe that, but like, nah, I don't believe that because I think some people, baby mamas and baby dads, absolutely hate each other. You see? So yeah. Yes, it do. Yes, it do what? But that's over now. Well, I mean, they ain't signed the paperwork yet. Papoose is guarding his heart. Also, he was hurt too. and don't want to be let down also. I believe that. I believe Papoose is taking his time because he don't want to, you know, like hurt nobody. But I also feel like he feels conflicted. You know, I feel like he not really ready to get from with Remy Ma and lock down with this girl. I think Papoose want to, I think he want to get rid of the wild oats, you see. Yeah, I said, I think he just want to get down on it. Hey, get down on it. Because you see, mm, mm, when Remy Ma told Clarissa he was messing with other bitches. You see, Remy can definitely do better than that guy she's with now. Yeah, I agree. But, you know, I think we don't know him, too. He was hurt because his wife was cheating. Now, he not hurt. He happy and chilling. Remy aired out the personal business involving one of his children, and that permanently made his decision to never go back. Oh, well, you know, I don't know though. His son that's turning into a trans woman, that's not a secret though. Yeah, Cameron saying Papoose definitely got a type. Ah, they crazy. They crazy. Papoose like him. Papoose tricking off on Clarissa. Ah, that's what Jacob said. I think they tricking off on each other. You feel me? Remy can't do better. Nobody want her. They already grabbed her. Vincent, I don't believe that. I think it's somebody been waiting on Papoose to fuck up. You see, I do. In my hearts of our hearts, I want to believe that. He was hurt and Clarissa played clean up woman. Absolutely. She did. Absolutely. To get what she wanted, you see. And that's why a lot of people is mad at Clarissa. It just is what it is because the truth of the matter is y'all do know you supposed to close your legs to married men. You see? I mean, we do know that, right? I mean, I know a lot of people don't be wanting to do that, go with it, roll with it, but the truth of the matter is, she was supposed to tell Papoose, I'm gonna catch up to you. Will you catch up to your game? Run faster. You see, like Papoose, Clarissa is too successful. Like somebody said in the comments, nice body. What is she doing with this married man? This 47-year-old married man at that. Papoose, girl, you want kids. I don't know nobody mad at Clarissa other than the women in New York. Laugh out loud. Nah, seriously, most women who married ain't feeling Clarissa. It is what it is, but we just know how to separate the two. See, I was a fan of Clarissa before she got into this dumb shit. So I'm still a fan. Still, Remy is a mother to their daughter. He bringing her in her personal space behind who Pap is, which anybody will feel violated if you with me and you airing business out. Behind who Papoose is, which anybody will feel violated. You know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, but like yeah, like it's a lot of people that I ain't feeling Clarissa because like that's a married man. You know what I'm saying? And like at the end of the day, that's what people be saying. You can't get your own man. You should be able to get your own man. You see, because listen, I don't care how y'all want to slice it and dice it. You can put it in cubes. You can slice that shit like a triangle. It don't matter. The truth of the matter is that's somebody else's man. I'm not ignoring the fact that Remy got caught up cheating. She got caught up cheating, but you're ignoring the fact that she said she cheated because she been cheated on. You see? Vincent said he would rather have loyalty with Clarissa. I understand that. But this is the thing, though. You got to understand, Papoose is probably thinking, well, damn, I cheated on the last one and she cheated back, so Clarissa might too, you see? Yeah. And then it might even hit me in my shit, too. You know what I'm saying? So with her, you got to worry about, it just is what it is. Like, you see, you got to be able to take her little licks when she find out. Because, like, word on the carpet is that man be cheating, allegedly. Remy Ma said that man be cheating. I believe he be cheating. And that's the thing, too. Like, he never, like, I don't think he in a rush to be in a relationship with Clarissa. I think Clarissa is stressing that. Does that make sense? Now, I also don't think that he want Clarissa to run off with nobody else either, though. Leave me for somebody that's richer. Rude Exposure said. She had a man before Pap. What happened to him? Child, she dumped him because he ain't had no money. The one you talking about, the one she bought a truck for? Y'all mine is messed up, man. Shaking my head. What? Take the one, leave the one. Leave me for somebody. Pat probably wasn't even serious with Clarissa. Just a little thing he was messing with. Yes, until Remy put them out there. Yeah, when Remy Ma put them out there, then I feel like he see what people were saying, and he was like, well, maybe that's not a bad idea. But so I do think he was gonna have Clarissa as his little friend on the side, you see, and his others, because there's others. According to Remy Ma, there's others. Think about it. Is Clarissa cheating with a married man? Could we look at this as adultery? What you mean by that? Because, I mean, they separate. I mean, they separated. So, I don't know. But they not legally separated. Clarissa got more money than Remy, bro. What does Remy even do? Remy got a little money, though. Don't do her like that, Vincent. She got a little money. You see? She do. She got a little money. That's why she was saying Papoose been pawning her stuff. Where you been? You see? She was calling him Papoose just recently. But I will say this, sugar mommy. Somebody said it. Rude Exposure, you said it. I didn't. Shout out to that. He's not divorced, so yes, it's adultery. Okay. Well, she the breadwinner, so no, she don't got more money. No, she don't got more money than Clarissa. That's what they say. It's adultery. They are still married. She should have more money than Clarissa. Because I thought Clarissa don't get paid that much. But it is what it is. Remy got a family. You know what I'm saying? See, Clarissa by herself, right? Vincent, where you at, Vincent? I need you to hear this. Clarissa is by herself. She could do better than Papoose. That's the thing. Like, people trying to tell her she could do better than Papoose, or she could have did better by Papoose and herself by telling him, like, you know what? You need to be divorced. She probably do, but Papa's probably never even serious with her. And if so, Clarissa being played. She just not seeing it because she never had this much attention before. I agree. I will say this, though. Papoose is opening up. He opened up doors for Clarissa. People that was never looking at Clarissa is looking at Clarissa now. And while I'm right there, let me say this. That comes stacked. You see, Mayweather? What you mean by that, Khalil? Let me know what you mean by that. What, they getting that money down? Them boxers be getting that money? In July. She met Papoose July the 6th. Everybody cheating. Wow. That's crazy. Starstruck. Clarissa probably got starstruck. But let me say this, though. I do like that she's starting to soften herself up. I love that. Shout out to that. Yeah, I love that. Because she started to show her natural beauty, Boxers get paid. Look it up. Oh, I thought the men do. Now, the women, I didn't think so. You look it up, Khalil, because I ain't got another phone. Tell me right now how much the most Clarissa done made in a fight. Because I was listening to an interview with Clarissa and Andre Ward. And like clear as day, it was off. Like they was talking about the money that they done made, and it was off. He was getting more than Clarissa, Andre Ward. She offered Layla Ali 15 million. I know, but somebody said they feel like that's cap. They don't really know if they believe it like that. Not all boxers get paid. I agree. I don't think they do. I think Clarissa she getting up there. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let me know. Cause I never thought I don't know. I think Clarissa is underpaid if you want me to keep it real. Just all the way real. Katie Taylor and Amanda just got a huge bag. For real? Wow. That's awesome. And that's what I was talking about. Shout out to Katie Taylor, who won that fight. See, people like Katie and stuff like that, they gotta get up in there. They gotta be trying to fight Clarissa. A decade of fighting. You feel like after a decade of fighting, she good, she up. Yeah, I think that too. But man, Remy Ma, I don't know. I keep forgetting though. Remy Ma went to jail, and yeah. Clarissa probably got more money. Clarissa has endorsements. Yeah, but which ones though? Like what? Cause like we living in a new day, and I ain't seen Clarissa on no Sprite commercial, no Jordan commercial, no Nike. Hell, what endorsements she got? If she have a baby, it's over with. Why? Clarissa is too big. What you mean by too big? Clarissa is worth at least $4 million or more. Okay, shout out to that. That's 15 million out there. It's the same face. I agree with that, Jacob. I don't know. I will say, I feel like somebody want to see Clarissa fight Layla Ali, and maybe they did put the money up. And what is it? And what is Muhammad Ali's former wife doing? Clarissa's corner. Lord, I started. I said, Lord. If I don't like a person, the girls that are popular are smaller. As far as boxing goes, man, they better they gonna have to get up there. They're gonna have to get up there and get bigger, because Clarissa said, like, listen, she the face. It is what it is. Either you want to whoop her ass or you don't. Come on now. Look at Bud and all of these other people trying to get to Canelo. That's the way it go. That's what you're supposed to be doing. It just is what it is. Now she went viral at that weigh-in. I said, oh my God, this girl done tucked in her swimsuit. Like literally tucked it in to show off her little boob tattoo. I said, Lord, I know Papoose somewhere rubbing his hands like Birdman. You see, it just is what it is. Hard to lose that weight. Yeah, and I don't think it'd be the best thing, too. When they be losing weight and gaining weight to fight, I feel like they get their ass whooped. It just is what it is. Yes, I do. That's why I don't be mad at Tank for staying where, it's easy to gain. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just something about it. I just feel like, the only fight Shields should be going after is Shadasia Green. Not Baddies, Layla, or Remy Ma. I know that's right. Well, I'll tell you one thing. She need to leave Remy alone. It just is what it is. And I take it a step further, too. Clarissa seems like she don't understand that, like, this ain't that. This ain't that. You can't be whooping on your boyfriend wife. It just is what it is. Have your ass in jail or somewhere else. Especially messing with Remy Ma, because I'm going to keep it real. I think Remy Ma is about as fearful as she needs to be. And this shit stops there. You see? She say, they say I pop my friend over a band. And imagine what I do to a bitch I can't stand. Yeah, I think she might want to let that go. But I'm like, as far as that, what Clarissa did to show out that tattoo, I said, oh Lord, Clarissa. Now I see why they be saying she just rhymes with low. It is what it is. They be saying she rhymes. And I be feeling like Clarissa talks good as hell for a boxer. You see, it just is what it is. She does. She talks really, really good. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. I love when they say that at the fight. The tattoo was wild. Now, tucking the damn swimsuit to show it was even wilder. I said, oh, Lord. Now I see why they be calling you rhymes with low, Clarissa. Like she could have showed that off a whole different way. You know? Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, I don't know how true that is though. Because Safari should be writing for somebody else too, though. But like, don't get it twisted though. Earning potential, yes, she might have just as much money as Remy Ma. Well, it seemed like she do. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like she do. She said she having a baby next. She sure did. She sure did. And I just need them to just child, I just need them to wrap it up. You see, I just need Remy Ma and Papoose if they really done. Don't get it twisted though. Don't get it twisted because I know. Listen, they don't have to do shit because Clarissa want them to. You see, it just is what it is. Remy Ma might be like, bitch, you think you getting pregnant next year? You gonna get pregnant for real by this married man? Because she might just, who knows? Because Remy Ma was saying she want Papoose to get a divorce, sign the divorce papers, ask Clarissa for the money. I think he did, because all of a sudden he got them signed in one day and we ain't heard from Remy since. I'm like, girl, you want the divorce or now? Clarissa could have went about that a whole different day. Like, she could have put out some pictures that day. She was already viral. She could have just, you know what I'm saying, put some cute little pictures up with her holding her chest in her hands, cute little jeans. Call it a day. Like, she wanted Remy Ma to see that bad, okay? This is what it is. Bad as hell. But this my thing though. Never mind, cause Papoose might got Clarissa too. So shout out to that. He might got Clarissa tattooed too. Cause I think Papoose is playing the long game. I mean, it just is what it is. Uh, Clarissa been rapping lately. Oh Lord, I saw that. That's why I said on that song, I like that song, dog. I like it. And I listen to it so many times, I think I know it a little bit. She say, cause you's a brokey, baby. She say, she told him he with a boss, baby. She said, and ain't nobody give me shit. I had to earn it, baby. I like it. I like it. It is what it is. I like it. Because I didn't think she was being out for real like that. I thought it was just a cute little rap. You know what I'm saying? I wrote rhymes for girls I used to deal with, but they had too much shame. Guys don't, guys do that for their girls. I bet he wrote rhymes for both. Probably so. But I was here for it. I was here for Clarissa freestyle. I liked it. And I felt like she was, you know what I'm saying? She was talking that talk. See, I didn't know Clarissa had no money for real. Because you can't tell. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell. She's so rough around the edges. And then, Lord, especially the way she like to have her hair. You know, we don't see Clarissa a lot. You know, it just is what it is. And every time we see her, she be looking so rough. I mean, rough and stuff. She wanted Remy Ma to pull out that old picture of Clarissa with short hair. Remy renamed Clarence. Uh, you know, Clarissa is, I don't know. Y'all know. Everybody ain't into, you know, and clearly she's a sports girl, like tomboyish. So, you know, Clarissa ain't been nowhere, you see? Worried about no hair, no clothes, no nails, none of that shit. So it is what it is. And you know, the main thing is if Papoose like it. That's the only person that gotta like it. It's Papoose. Uh, I think it's just gonna be interesting to see how, like, is this a real couple for real? Because if you let Clarissa tell it, like, you know, child, they will be adding babies to they mix and all of that. She say in a year. Clarissa probably makes 6 figures from her fights. How many does she fight in a year? So 2 fights and you think she had 1 million? She might drop an album, a reality show. You might be on to something. You might be on to something. Because this is the thing. I feel like Papoose definitely turned her brand all the way up. Yeah, like a radio. It is what it is. Clarissa Shields' brand is so loud right now. It has never been like this before. Ever, ever, ever. And I do feel like she's seeing more money than she ever seen. Yeah. And I feel like she got a lot of things going on. You know, she's taking advantage of her opportunities, I would say. I still want to see her movie too. Like once or twice and somewhere getting 200K between these. 200K? 200K? Wow, that's wild to me. 200K? A fight, you saying? Clarissa is the only one speaking publicly about the relationship. Papoose ain't saying too much of nothing. I agree with that. I agree with that. And I don't know. I don't know if that's just how he is. You know, Pap is older. He old school. You never know if that's how he is. You never know if he just don't feel the same way about this girl. Like, you just don't know. But I will say he make his little social media posts and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he says just enough, if that makes sense. But it's never on, no, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I love you. Papoose ain't even. We done heard from Clarissa time and time again saying she finna have a baby. They talking about having a baby. That's a lot of fights to get 1 million. I agree. I agree. So what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And then like, man, they need to quit. Well then, they ain't paying Remy nothing. You see. But at the end of the day, though, I will say this: Remy Ma be flexing sometimes. You know what I'm saying? She be flexing, and the truth of the matter is, though, and I know materialistic things ain't all of that, but like at the end of the day, Remy do be having stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Clarissa, you know. In other words, I just feel like Remy might got way more than. So Clarissa, you might got more money than Remy, but like I don't know. I don't know. It's confusing to me because this is the thing. Papoose bought Clarissa a purse, right? A Chanel bag. It seems like it's her first one. I could be wrong, but it does. It just seems like it's her first one. Well, Remy, on the other hand, been there, done that. So maybe Remy has more. I know she got more swag than Clarissa. It just is what it is. Clarissa made up to 1.5 million for her last fight. 1.5 million. That's good money. I don't know. I don't know though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I gotta do my research. I'm gonna do my research on that. How about that? Okay, so shout out to that. I'm gonna do my research because I just feel like Clarissa them don't be making that much money like that, especially because like why would they even pay Clarissa that much money like that when she is Jacob, you said 200K. That means Clarissa got to book 5 fights per year to get 1 million. And I believe that. I believe that it's somewhere like that. I don't believe Clarissa. I think Clarissa gotta get it in to get her money. It just is what it is. That's what I think. I don't think Clarissa be getting $1 million to fight. That's weird. Why would they pay Clarissa $1 million to fight when she fight nobodies? You see? Clarissa is the only somebody that be in that ring. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's the truth. No disrespect to nobody. None. None, 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 none. But like, come on, man. You gotta be some superstars, man. Y'all gotta be some superstars. I don't believe that. Now, I believe if they get Layla Ali to come back, Clarissa gonna make more money than she ever made in any fight ever. History. You see? But again, I don't feel like people are paying that much to see Clarissa whoop her next opponent, because it is what it is. She gonna whoop them, right? And they always underskilled, right? And so like I don't see it. I don't really see it like that. Online it says between 500,000 and 1.5. I believe that. Now I believe that. And I also believe it could be lower sometimes, you know? Like I said, Clarissa's brand is doing good right now. It done took off. It is what it is. It's doing better than it's ever done. Period. I mean, every day is somebody in the comment section saying, I never knew about her until Papoose. I'll be like, really? Where you been? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? She averages 500K, but got a bag for this fight. Okay. That might got some truth to it. Because again, like I said, you know, I don't care what nobody say. The last thing Remy Ma should have did was what she did to Clarissa and Papoose, because she turned them up. She did. She turned them up. She should have left Clarissa and Papoose exactly where they was. Because I don't care what nobody say. She helped them out a lot. A lot. It did. She helped Clarissa brand out a lot. Clarissa went from a boxer, right, a damn good boxer that anybody barely paid attention to a boxer that everybody talking about now. Everybody talking about, most people know, and that's crazy. She got a bag in MMA. Shout out to her. Clarissa is the only person I seen go get an MMA bag, and it was just impressive to me. Just how much did Katie Taylor and Amanda make from their trilogy fight? I don't know, but I think they're underpaid, just like the women. Lonnie was there for the check. Absolutely, Lonnie was there for the check. And Lonnie should have made more than Perkins, because she did more than Perkins. Her movie was nice. I want to see it. She is an Olympian. Yeah, you know, I thought about that too. So she was whooping people in the Olympics, right? Well, is that on her record though? Because I was looking her up, right? And she's 17-0. And I'm like, well, dang. Clarissa ain't even really had that many fights. But I will say, if you compare her to Ann Wolfe and Layla Ali and Ann Wolfe both had 24 fights. Amateur records. Oh, that's okay. So it's not going to be a part of that 17-0 that they talking about then, huh? Oh, well, they need to give, well, you know, because it looks like she only, because it looks like she only had 17 fights, you know, which I'm like, okay, well, if they had 24, then she on her way. Yeah, she gonna clear that. She gonna clear 24 before she retired. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa is good, though. She damn good at what she do. I just hate that they didn't find nobody else as great to share the ring with her. You know? It is what it is. Shoot, they keep fighting out this competition for Tank and everybody else. Shoot, look at the one that was whooping on Wilder. Now he getting whooped on. Shout out to that. Undisputed. She undisputed. But yeah, Clarissa ready to have a baby. Okay. And y'all remember, just like in the cartoons, where they get knocked out, stuff would be spinning around their head. I said, Lord, this girl got pacifiers and and money and boxing gloves. That's just you see. That's it. It's just here what it is. Pacifiers and boxing gloves. Spinning around her damn head every time she get hit in the head. But yeah, as far as her Papoose goes, like, listen, she in the Goo Goo Gaga stages. That girl is like, yeah, head over heels for Papoose. You know, I mean, it just is what it is. She used to being like the celebrity in her relationship, if you will, but like, yeah, I feel like Papoose is just showing her a different side. You know what I'm saying? Because remind you, no matter how much money Clarissa might have, Clarissa is still very humble, if that makes sense. Wilder should have just fought Anthony. That might have changed the heavyweight scene when they were undefeated. They gambled a bad bet. Joshua lost to Ruiz, and Wilder lost to Fury. I gotta look up Ruiz. I gotta see if I know who that is. I don't think that's the man that look like he got eyeliner on all the time, is it? He kind of fat and out of shape. Yeah, but Furry been getting his ass whooped now by that one man. Ooh, they can't handle him. Ooh, they can't handle him. I want to say he whooped Joshua too, didn't he? Yusuf, or whatever his name is. He a beast. He is a damn beast. Clarissa only gets a big bag if she fights that man that claims to be a woman. The one that Tank was like, nah, I don't need her to fight no man. It just is what it is. Let that rock. You know, let that rock. Let that rock. She don't need to be fighting no man. They just need to, I mean, you know, it just is what it is. Clarissa is drunk in love right now, though. But shout out to her for still taking care of her business, you know? Get out there still taking care of her business, child. Because let me tell you something. You know. Yeah, that's his name. He beat Furry and Joshua twice. Oh, yeah. They can't, you see, they can't get with him. But that's why I said men, they have so much more, it's crazy, so much more competition, you know, than the women. The women just be getting out there. And that's not to hate on nobody, y'all. I just feel like you know what I'm saying? I be feeling like they be getting in the ring with people that's outmatched. You know, just outmatched. Point blank. Period. So yeah. Child, but yeah, yesterday I started thinking, I said, oh man, poor Remy Ma. You know what I'm saying? I started feeling sorry for Remy Ma a little bit. Cause like ultimately, man, I think Remy Ma thought she was going back to her husband. Shoot. You know how sometimes you can do something to make somebody jealous, you can do something to make somebody get their attention, all kinds of stuff. You know? I think Remy thought she was going back, you see? But Clarissa then snatched up her damn man. You know? Well, not like that, though. Not like that, though. Because truth be told, y'all want the truth, you're going to have to be able to handle it. Truth be told, Remy Ma, I feel like Remy Ma can still see Papoose more than Clarissa. Ain't that something? That's crazy. But it's the truth. He way on the East Coast, this girl down south. Come on now. Clarissa saying Layla Ali. But what she's not understanding is there weren't many fighters in 168. And they didn't have the Olympics back then. Times has changed now. What she talking about? Some nah for Khalil. But like, yeah, Lala should have took the money. Layla, yeah. She should. But it ain't too late. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too late. Honestly, Clarissa said she want a baby next year. So honestly, I think Clarissa trying to get Layla Ali in that ring before she do that. Yeah, I think she want to get her in the ring before she do that. And we don't know. It might happen. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Layla Ali, though, I think she wants to see Clarissa sweat. It just is what it is. She ain't finna give Clarissa no answer no time soon. Layla Ali fight is a lose-lose situation for Clarissa. How come? Because I still feel like Layla Ali will still give her one of the best fights she ever had. It just is what it is. Even at her old age. Because I feel like she got the same skill set as Clarissa. I ain't never seen Clarissa in the ring with somebody that had the same skill set as her, except for Gabriella. You know, and Gabriella, like you could tell I don't know, she was good though. She was a good opponent. If she wins, she beats somebody who is 18 years from the sport. She loses, she becomes a laughing stock. Okay. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. In other words, Jacob, you don't want to see her get what's his name? Jake Paul. Is it Jake Paul? You don't want to see her do that. It just is what it is. You ain't trying to see that. Yeah, she gets the bag, but then what? I don't know. I guess, yeah. Yeah, go about her day. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said have a baby. Yeah, I mean, I ain't mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at it. I just wish they would have made that happen way, way a long time ago. You know? A long time ago. Yeah, they should have. They should have. Like, that is one fight to me that Layla Ali should have never, you know, I'm not going to say ran from, but it is what it is. But, like, one thing we got to realize is, though, she's 17 years older than Clarissa, so it was always an age gap. You know what I'm saying? It was always that. So maybe she not feeling that. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be mad at her if she not feeling that. If she don't want to rock and roll with that little girl, she ain't got to. Uh she wouldn't get the credit because it's not prime Layla Ali. Yeah, now that I agree with. I agree with. That I agree with. But I also feel like Clarissa is just, Clarissa trying to get as much money as she can get. You know? Um, like I said, I don't know when Layla Ali got herself up out of there, but Ann Wolf stopped fighting at 36 years old. You know, Clarissa is staring down retirement. I feel like 10 years ago, I definitely would have been down for it. Me too. I agree. Layla wanted 15 to 20, and Clarissa pressured. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it is. I mean, I feel like it'll be a cool thing for women's boxing. You know, it is what it is. Because I wouldn't mind Layla Ali getting out there and just showing her something. You know what I'm saying? Just showing her something. Even if you beat me, it was hard. You know what I'm saying? It was hard. You know, like, give me my card. And that's one thing that I can say about Clarissa and Layla Ali. I do think Shields will win. Because one, it's hard to beat the person that's the face of boxing anyway. Y'all gotta listen. In my hearts of our hearts, I feel like they cheat for him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, for some reason, to me, the underdog got to do a lot to win. That's just that. Because other than that, y'all know when they be like, oh, such and such got wrong. Such and such got, they did them wrong. Excuse me, that's why. Because, like, they not finna just hand Tank Davis no L. Like, now you got to literally make it where, like, it was clear and cut. You beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, Tank gonna get the W. Tank gonna get the W. Tank gonna get the W. They not sacrificing Tank's career for nobody. That ain't somebody, you know? And so like I think I don't think Layla Ali gonna get the W, but I also feel like it ain't gonna be no easy win. Like, period. Like, that's one thing I love about like sports. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Clarissa just ran out of gas in her last fight. Um, she was going hard. Rude exposure. I didn't see that. I felt like she had more energy than the other girl. Tank loses bad to Shakur. I don't know. I don't know, but I will say this about Shakur. I feel like Shakur I feel like Shakur need to slang some more chalk. You see, I don't like how they just automatically be letting people in to the top guy. I don't like that. Shakur need to fight Lamont Roach before he could get the tank. Shakur need to fight Ryan Garcia before he could get the tank. He need to fight Haney. It's a lot of people that he got to go through. You see, Shakur ain't even fought Pet Bull yet. So like, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. You see, go like Shakur need to go fight Rolly. Did he fight Rolly? No. You see what I'm saying? Shakur didn't fight a whole lot of nobodies. Get out there with somebody first. You see? Yeah. So that's just how I feel about that one. But as far as like, yeah, nah, for real. I don't like that. He don't get no clear path to Tank just because he want it. He should have to go whoop everybody Tank whooped. Go, we'll see you later, Shakur. You got work to do. You see? Yeah, you got a whole lot of work to do. It just is what it is. I don't like when boxing do that. Shakur tried to fight Pitt. He tried to fight Cruz when he first came to 135, but they ducked. Cruz need to get back out there. This is what it is. Cruz, go get on out there with Shakur. Okay, now is the time. Shout out to that. Rolly, Frank, Lamont. Yeah, all of that. You see, I said I'm gonna need you to do all of that, okay? Before you make it the tank. It just is what it is. Now, as far as Layla Ali goes, though, I wouldn't mind Layla Ali getting out there with Clarissa, just for the simple fact that I do feel like it will challenge Clarissa in a way. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like at least finally, she'll be in the ring with somebody that's on her level to a certain extent. Now, we all know Layla Ali is older, so that's that. But then, even with her being older, I feel like she will pose a challenge for Shields. Like, everybody acting like Shields just finna. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I feel like it's not gonna be easy. Just like Crawford, thinking he finna whoop Canelo. Like, come on, Crawford. What we talking about? What we talking about and what we doing? Now, I'm not saying he can't do it. I wish him the best. But we all know it ain't gonna be easy. Shit. Shakur versus Tank. I'll tell you what I want to see. I'll tell you what I want to see. Terrence do. I want to see somebody stop Canelo from running forward. If you can stop Canelo from running forward, then damn, you already doing something. You see, Shakur versus Tank will be similar to Lonnie and Clarissa. Whole lot of running and chasing. Nah, Shakur doing most of the moving. You say he doing most of the moving? Is he gonna be running? Shakur truly tried to fight Lama. I know who you talking about. On the same side of the street, top rank. But Lama Chico, yeah, rather go fight a war. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Shakur tried to fight Zepeda when he was first came to 135, but they ducked. Listen, all of this shoulda, coulda, woulda, okay, again. I don't want to hear why the fights ain't happening. I just need them to make them happen. You see, it just is what it is. Mm. Mm. Damn it. Just get in the ring. Just get in the ring and fight. Shit. Some of y'all need to whoop Ryan Garcia. A lot of y'all do. To get the tank. It's crazy to me. Lamar Rose should have had to fight Ryan Garcia too. The hell we doing? You know what I'm saying? But I know what it is, though. I know what it is. They don't be wanting them to lose, y'all. It is what it is. They don't be wanting them to lose. Because if Shakur fight Pitbull and he lose, or if Shakur fight Rolly and he lose, or if Shakur fight Haney and he lose, or if Shakur fight Roach and he lose, then you know his chances of fighting Tank they just go more, they start looking slimmer. That's why they don't be letting them fight. Sure, Shakur ran up on Cambosis after his fight. They could not look him in the eyes. Who Cambosis fight last? And I can't believe what's his name? Y'all know that boy, the one that got the brothers that fight, the brothers too. Damn, what's his name? Is it Deshaun? Is it Deshaun? He needs to be fighting. Who did Layla fight in her day? The female fighter back then had no skills like today. Well, I agree with that. I said that. I feel like in women's boxing, they just fight a whole bunch of people that ain't on their level. But at the end of the day, though, her training is up to par. She was the face of boxing. You know what I'm saying? So she had the best of the best training camps as far as Layla Ali goes. So I feel the same way with Clarissa. So that's why I feel like, yeah, she's on the same page as Clarissa Shields. All these other women are not. You know what I'm saying? They've never been as trained as good as Clarissa. And Wolf and Layla Ali had limited choices. They all have limited choices. And yes, Keyshawn is who I'm talking about. Keyshawn, you need to fight. You see? It just is what it is. Your butt need to fight. She was the face because of her father. Well, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. She was the face because of her father. She was the face because shit, wasn't nothing else around. You know, it is what it is. Muhammad Ali was against her boxing, but eventually gave in. I believe it. Because you know what? I believe he was against her fighting Ann Wolf. You see, it just is what it is. I believe Ann Wolf used to say, I will beat them high heels off you, bitch. And I believe it. You see, I believe every single word. Yeah, this is what it is. She ducked that. And like, if I'm her, I probably would have ducked that shit too. You see, and Wolf was just a different type of woman. Can we keep it real? She was just a different kind of girl. So I ain't mad at them. I ain't mad at none of them for ducking her. You know, it just is what it is. But like, I be wondering why Clarissa ain't, now Anna's in her 50s, but still, how old is Mike Tyson? You know what I'm saying? I be wondering why Clarissa ain't trying to fight Ann. Clarissa, call Ann Wolf. You know, Ann might come out for that little dust. I don't think Ann would have won the fight. Never happened because of money. Child, please. Ann would have put something on Layla Ali ass that Pepto Bismol can't solve. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. You see? Yeah. And I also feel like she'll put something on Clarissa ass too. It just is what it is. Like that, the Ann Wolf is different. Man, y'all gotta listen. If I get the opportunity to, I'm going to have to put a picture of Clarissa up and Wolf and Layla Ali. Man, they don't want that. They didn't want that. I don't think Ann Wolf would have won, okay? Ann is cold-blooded, but her biggest highlight reel is the Vonda Ward knockout. I don't know. What do you, okay? I got to go back and look at that. Ann Wolf is 24-1, by the way. She's 24-1, and she got knockouts. You see? They be on Clarissa head because Clarissa can't drop nothing. Yeah, okay? What we talking about? Clarissa can't drop nothing. She ain't dropped nothing. I'll take it a step further, too. You can tell she want to, too. Clarissa want to knock something out, or she want to get something out her face. It just is what it is. She got knocked out from Valerie, who Layla watched twice. Yes, but Ann Wolf fought Valerie again and she won. You know that, right? She fought her again and she won. That was her only loss. Only one tough cookie was able to drop her, you see? But again, and that's crazy too. How long later did Layla Ali fight that lady? Because that lady was a beast to whoop Ann Wolf. I can tell you right now, to drop Ann Wolf, that wasn't no regular woman either. Layla is Layla. She not her father. Somebody said. Rude Exposure said. It's about money. Then what about now? If it's about money, then what about now? Clarissa is a points fighter, but not a... Yeah, shout out to that. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I was telling you. You ain't finna whoop her on the scorecards. Even if you beat her on the scorecards. You know what I think they gonna do? Lie. It just is what it is. Now, I ain't got no truth. I can't back that up with no facts or nothing, but I think that's the truth. In my hearts of our hearts. Curtis Law said you don't need knockouts. No, she don't need them, but she ain't got them either. And the women before her do, though. Yeah, Ann Wolf was knocking shit out. Now, Layla Ali would knock shit out too, but she would more get like stoppages, if that makes sense. She would just make people, you know, like almost like Lonnie. Lonnie had one point in that fight where she quit letting her hands go. And I was like, all right, Lonnie, you gonna make them call this fight, girl. But she didn't do that no more. Thank the Lord. I don't see her knocking out Layla, but she'll win on points. Yeah, and that's the thing. You cannot whoop Clarissa on the scorecard. You got to do more than that. That's what I was trying to explain to y'all. Clarissa is that girl. They not finna let you out punch her. Even if you out punch her, they gonna lie and say you didn't. And ain't knocking nothing out in 2025. You don't know that, Tisa. But I ain't seen Ann in a long time, so we really don't know. Clarissa be trying to. But that's the thing, though. It don't take... Do you know how easy it is to knock something out? It don't really take much. She been trying. But can't get them girls out. She can't. And I'll take it a step further. Layla Ali... She just said just recently, it's a science to knocking people out. And she said, if Clarissa was way more respectful, and then the clip cut out. But I think she was going to say, I probably would have taught you something. You see? I probably would have taught you something. She don't need them, but she don't got them either. Exactly. Growing wisdom. That's why she ran out of gas and played them ropes. I like when she was getting on them ropes. I like old girl was following her to them too. I like she was like, okay. You see, I like that. I did. She was like, don't make me F over you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be on the ropes. You trying to be cute, bitch. That's how I felt like old girl was thinking. But you trying to be cute. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't drop you. She was hitting Shields with some stuff, I feel like. It is what it is. They was getting their action. What's called didn't have enough defense for me. Lonnie didn't have enough defense for me. She kept getting caught. Absolutely not. She tried to pull a Shakur. She absolutely did. You could tell she been in the gym with Shakur. Once she did that shoulder roll, I said, oh, Lord. Somebody that tall what's it called? How to do the shoulder lean. Ha! I thought that was funny as hell. Cause yeah, that shoulder roll stuff is starting to make its way, ain't it? It's starting to make its way. Oh my word, is that right? How you know, Tisa? How do you know? For real. I want to know how you know. Because for some reason, I don't believe it. But it might got some truth to it. I don't know. I'm going to go look up, though. I'm going to go look up. I know last time I heard anything about Ann Wolf, they was basically talking about how, she just bought her some land and be chilling. Like, I remember at one point, I'm gonna do my research. I remember at one point, like, and we've got daughters too. And I was just asking somebody, whatever happened to them? You know what I'm saying? Because I remember at one point, Ann Wolf daughters was trying to well, I won't say they was trying to, but they was just like getting into it with people. It is what it is. And then people was like, those are Ann Wolf daughters. And I remember people being like, so, shit, ain't nobody finna be scared of them. That's their mama, that box. You see, the daughters finna have to get out here and show me something. Yeah, that's how they, she doing good and eating good. So, well, there it is. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's why off the rip, you see, I guess that's why off the rip Shields ain't, thinking about and, or studying and, because clearly Layla is still in shape. It is what it is. Clearly, Layla Ali is still in shape. And yeah, our money ain't good money. I don't know. I don't know how Layla looking at it. Maybe she looking at it like our money ain't good money, and maybe she don't want to tamper with her maybe she don't want to tamper with her record. You know what I'm saying? For no 17-year younger chick. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. She probably, man, that lady probably ain't thinking about Clarissa. It just is what it is. I take it a step further. I think that Clarissa been thinking about her, more than she thinks about her. It just is what it is. But I can kind of say though too. To me, out of that, I don't know. Like, if you gonna, it's one thing to avoid a fight, right? Be like, I'm bigger than that, I'm better than that, whatever your reasoning is, right? But I think it's a messed up feeling when you be feeling like, I shoulda. You know what I'm saying? Or I still should. That's why to me it ain't good to avoid. It's good, but it just depends, man. Sometimes people do be needing to get that out their system. Layla still trains and don't. Okay. I believe it. I can believe that. Yeah. I can believe that. I think, yeah. It's probably an age thing and an access thing, I can only imagine Ann, whatever type of training Ann got to do, she would probably have to, straight at home. You know what I'm saying? Or some type of, nearby gym. But it ain't nothing going on like that. You know what I'm saying? Layla Ali probably still be in the midst of everything. You gotta, we gotta understand, Layla Ali, she still be doing boxing events. You know what I'm saying? She still be hanging around other boxers and stuff. Like I seen her recently. I don't know how recent it was, but I did recently see an interview with her sitting down with Andre Ward. Ann Wolf don't do that type of stuff. Why? I don't know. If Layla don't want to fight, then she need to stop talking. She disrespected Shields on the Breakfast Club and said she needs $5 million. No, she didn't. She said she need 15 to 20. Well, I don't know what she said. You know what? You might be right. I seen an interview where she was with Sway them, okay? No. She went with Sway down. I take that back. She was somewhere recently at a fight. Okay, she pulled up to a recent fight. I want to say maybe Serrano's, Katie them fight. She was somewhere. And she said she want 15 to 20 million to fight. And I think she was just like, yeah, without that, y'all can shut up. Now they got that. It's up for her to decide. The truth of the matter is we don't get to decide. You know what I'm saying? Like some people might want her to, like you said, stop talking. That's you can't control that. You know what I'm saying? Just like we can't control if she decides to, take the fight or not. I mean, it just is what it is. But I feel you though. 100%. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? But if she not gonna take the fight, I wouldn't be mad at her, you know what I'm saying? Because I think she just be kind of like messing with Clarissa a little bit. Where she be like, but yeah, you still ain't dropping nothing. You good, but you ain't dropped nothing yet. Like it is what it is. In other words, see, you saying just because if she don't take the fight, you want her to shut up, like critiquing Clarissa. But nah, she can critique Clarissa all she want too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still her field. Um. Jacob said, I don't think it was disrespect on the Breakfast Club. She said, there's no one right now I feel I would give me a good challenge. I feel would give me a good challenge. Clarissa took that as disrespect. But if Floyd said what Layla said, he plus, he what? He capped? I mean, I'm confused. Ain't nothing wrong with it though. And I'll take it a step further. Floyd acting like he want to fight Roy Jones. Get out of here with that. Please stop. Now they got it. And she ducking. Well, I wouldn't say she ducking. I think she's just making them sweat bullets. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I think she's just making them sweat. She ain't running. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa said she ain't heard back yet. Well, dang, it ain't even been that long. No fighter is going to come out and say so and so can beat me. Yeah, now that's one thing about boxing. That's one thing about boxing that I can honestly say. I don't know how I feel about that, but it is what it is. They all act like they the best, right? Nobody is ever shaking in their boots. They can all get the job done. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. That's it's part of their job to promote themselves in that way. And I also think that it is part of their job to be that damn confident. You just got to. You have to. You have to. You have to. You have to. Like I agree with that. Ain't nobody doing that. You see, ain't nobody doing that. And for real, it's even hard for Layla Ali to say that. Layla Ali ain't even saying that. 17 years old and she's still saying that girl can't beat me up. You see, and I think that is bothering Clarissa. You know what I'm saying? And I think it bothers Clarissa because Clarissa really knows that like Layla Ali is kind of one of the ones who got away. It is what it is. And I'll take it a step further. I think Clarissa is wondering like, is she ever really, really, really gonna get a challenging fight? I mean, a real challenge. You know what I'm saying? To where people really, really give her card too, because that's another thing. I think, she probably tired of hearing the stuff that I'm saying. It just is what it is. She probably tired of hearing the stuff that I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like Tank. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like Tank. Tank be getting challenged. You know what I'm saying? Most boxers is gonna be challenged. They're gonna face some real challenging people. Clarissa, she get that every blue moon. Every blue moon. Or maybe a good maybe somebody have a good round or two, but it's never like it ain't that. You see, it ain't no real what Tank be doing. You know what I'm saying? There's just a difference. It is. It's just a difference. She does not face the same competition that a lot of men do, you know. Uh, and that's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? That's unfortunate depending on who you ask, but shoot, it just is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Clarissa's only job is to get in there and face whatever they put in front of her. It shouldn't be a problem if Layla says that. Yeah, that's how I agree too. I mean, it is what it is. She's supposed to feel like Clarissa can't whoop her. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now I will say this though. Like for instance, I understand, right? Like it's her field. If she asks, she could say whatever she wanna say. You know, but I will say I do think that it's annoying, you know what I'm saying, for Clarissa to hear, oh, you think this and this and that, but you won't get in the ring with me. Like, girl, shut up. You know what I'm saying? You see. Like I could sympathize with Clarissa as far as that goes. It just is what it is, you know. Uh Don't be having all this critique for me, low key smoke for me, but you really don't want to get in the ring with me. I mean, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa has to understand that, shoot, that's just the way life is. That's the way it works. Um, I seen somebody said something about somebody Gardner. I'm gonna have to look up. I'm gonna look her up today. But the thing is, if they ain't got no bad girl in training right now for Clarissa, then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? She just might be just like Ann Wolf and Layla Ali to this day. You know what I'm saying? Um, just really didn't get to face some real challenges. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I feel about it. They, all of them, all of them. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that they didn't find one girl. Because, like, for instance, for me, I've only seen one person give Clarissa a good run for her money. And, like, that, you know, that didn't last long. You know what I'm saying? That was probably, like, less than half of the fight. You know what I'm saying? So like out of 10 rounds, this girl probably gave me a little bit of hope that she could get with Clarissa in 4. You know what I'm saying? 4 rounds. But then she'll just start turning the fight around. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. The truth of the matter is they just don't have nobody that can get with her. Clarissa Shields will beat the brakes off of Alicia. I agree with that. I don't know why. And then I take it a step further. Did you see when Clarissa Shields and that girl had like some type of run in? Shields was way more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? She seemed a little intimidated by Shields. Alicia should stand in her weight class. Alicia Baumgardner can never stand with Shields. No, but it's not her. It's somebody called Deasia or something. They just said it. Somebody in the comments was just talking about it. No, they was at a fight. They was at a fight one time, and Clarissa was being too freaking aggressive, you know. And the girl she wasn't aggressive enough for me. She wasn't. She made me feel like she kind of scared of Shields a little bit. But I will say this though. Do Alicia be knocking something out? Because she's the first person I heard tell Clarissa, you don't be knocking nothing out, though. You be winning, but you ain't dropping nothing. That was crazy to me. And I think she was told her I'd drop you or something like that, but now it's another girl. Somebody jumped in my comments today talking about saying she from New Jersey. Deasia, something with a D, last name Gardner or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm going to look her up. If y'all come with her name again, I'm going to write it down this time so I can see her. But, like, man, if they ain't got nothing bad right now working on their skills, I don't know what to tell them. Because Clarissa got about a good 6, 7, 8 years, and she going to leave. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Possibly. If she do anything, I got to look up Ann Wolf and see. I mean, Ann Wolf left at 36. I got to look up Layla Ali and see when she left. But, like, her clock is ticking. Yeah, that's why she trying to get baddies, Remy, whoever, to squabble. Whoever want to squabble for a bag, you know what I'm saying? She trying to get them to squabble for a bag because Like I said, she's staring into her retirement years. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa's trying to figure out um what's next for her. And maybe it will be Katie. You know, maybe Katie got a chance. Maybe Katie just got to go up and wait. Maybe Katie wants Clarissa. You know, I will say this. Y'all saw that one YT girl, Russian, whatever she is. Remember, y'all seen her? She came to Clarissa's stuff, and Clarissa said, you better be lucky I'm in a good mood. She said she want to get at Clarissa. Clarissa, I put big bitches like you on a back. She told Clarissa, you ain't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that might be, you know, I could see that happening next. 2007. Yeah, but how old was, in '07? Okay, so how old was she though? How old was she when she quit fighting though? If you Google it, they'll tell you that. They'll tell you that too. I just don't got another phone. Y'all know I need another phone, so shout out to that. But like, yeah, Clarissa, she finna be done soon. And I take it a step further. If they ain't got nothing getting ready for her, then it is what it is. I think somebody getting ready though. 30? Wow. That was young. And that's good. That's good too. I think boxers are retiring before they used to. Most of them, because the truth of the matter is, y'all know boxing be messing them up, and I like the fact that, like, I can't explain it, but these like the Roy Jones and all of them, they seem to be like more with it. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa talks very good. She speaks very well for a boxer. It just is what it is. Cause y'all know we used to them talking and thinking of talking a little slow. But yeah. You know, like for instance, it's that little boy. Y'all know that little boy, I can't think of his name. I think his last name might be Morris. He is a Floyd Mayweather boxer. He Mayweather boy. Like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if that was a girl though. Then I'd be like, okay. Cause he is like, to me, he remind me of Tank. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That little boy, I feel like he got next. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Mayweather's new protege, he gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Now like I could see if it was a girl, a little girl, a young girl somewhere like that, then I'd be like, oh yeah, she gonna get Clarissa a run for her money. Yeah. Before Clarissa retire, she gonna, you know, I don't know no girls out here like that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do my research, you know. But for the most part, they gonna keep putting shit in Clarissa's face that's easy, you know, and I'll take it a step further. Y'all better be careful. If y'all thinking about fighting Clarissa, y'all better be careful, and y'all damn sure better be ready, because I think she on a mission to knock something out. It is what it is. I think she really want to knock out real bad. You know what I'm saying? Before she get up out of here. You see how happy she was. Excuse me, y'all. See how happy she was for knocking Danielle down. You know what I'm saying? So imagine what she gonna do with a knockout. Child, she trying to do a backflip like Tank. She trying to turn into a woman. Tank Davis, she get that knockout for real. But yeah, y'all, it was just my thoughts. I want to share my thoughts with y'all on Clarissa, Remy Ma, Papoose, all of that. Cause that was just crazy to me. Once I thought about it, I was like, y'all, listen. Remy Ma was probably like, I was just playing. You see? Like, it is what it is. I think she thought she was going back. She actually was going to have a husband to go back to, child. But I don't know. Because if you let Remy Ma tell it, she loved to act like she was done, finished, finito. But I'm like, it's easy to act like that when, you know, the ninja gone. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. Y'all, I appreciate everybody who came through. I had a funky good time with y'all. Period. Don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. And I'll see y'all on my next video. Bye, y'all.